I keep thinking I need to make that longer. And oh, I forgot my hat. Well, I guess we'll go without my hat today. That's fine. Anyways, go ahead and get started. So we have the readings for today, and then we will go ahead and jump into Xenoblade Chronicles X. So the readings for today, for May 27th, 2025, Tuesday, the 6th week of Easter. The first reading for today is from Acts chapter 16, verse 22 through 34. The crowd in Philippi joined in the attack on Paul and Silas, and the magistrates had them stripped, and ordered them to be beaten with rods. After inflicting many blows on them, they threw them into prison, and instructed the jailer to guard them securely. When he received these instructions, he put them in the innermost cell, and secured their feet to a stake. About midnight, while Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God as the prisoners listened, there was suddenly such a severe earthquake that the foundations of the jail shook. All the doors flew open, and the chains of all were pulled loose. When the jailer woke up and saw the prison doors wide open, he drew his sword and was about to kill himself, thinking that the prisoners had escaped. But Paul shouted out in a loud voice, do no harm to yourself, we are all here." He asked for a light and rushed in, and trembling with fear, he fell down before Paul and Silas. He brought them out and said, "Sirs, what must I do to be saved?" And they said, "Believe in the Lord Jesus, and you and your household will be saved." So they spoke the word of the Lord to him and everyone in his house. He took them in at that hour of the night and bathed their wounds. Then he and all his family were baptized at once. He brought them up to his house and provided a meal, and with his household rejoiced at having come to faith in God. The psalm for today is Psalm 138. Your right hand saves me, O Lord. I will give thanks to you, O Lord, with all my heart, for you have heard the words of my mouth. In the presence of the angels I will sing your praise. I will worship at your holy temple and give thanks to your name. Your right hand saves me, O Lord. Because of your kindness and your truth, you have made great above all things your name and your promise. When I called, you answered me. You built up strength within me. Your right hand saves me, O Lord. Your right hand saves me. The Lord will complete what he has done for me. Your kindness, O Lord, endures forever. Forsake not the work of your hands. Your right hand saves me, O Lord. Alleluia, alleluia. I will send to you the Spirit of truth, says the Lord. He will guide you to all truth. Alleluia, alleluia. The gospel for today is from John chapter 16, verse 5 through 11. Jesus said to his disciples, I am going to the one who sent me, and not one of you asked me, where are you going? But because I told you this, grief has filled your hearts. If I tell you the truth, it is better for you that I go. If I do not go, the advocate will not come to you. But if I go, I will send him to you. When he comes, he will convict the world in regard to sin and righteousness and condemnation. Sin, because they do not believe in me. Righteousness, because I am going to the Father, and you will no longer see me. Condemnation, because the ruler of this world has been condemned. The gospel of the Lord. Praise be to you, Lord Jesus Christ. And Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Hey, Scruffy, how are you? I love that passage, too. My mic might be a little bit hot. Let me turn it down slightly. That might be a little bit better. Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like we were peaking red frequently, whereas now we're not. So, wanted to go ahead and get that adjusted. Good, I'm glad to hear that. Oh, that might be a little... I don't know if that's loud or not. I guess we'll find out in a second. So I wasn't expecting a long drive this morning, but in the flow of work... No, nice! As I said, I saw you had a 4-hour drive this morning, and I think you finished about when it would be about 10 your time. Was it for work that you were up that early? Yeah, so that is good. Well, that does feel loud. Maybe once we load into the game, it won't feel as loud. Let me... Oh yeah, play on online mode for sure. Give me 1 second, because that definitely feels loud. No, it's coming home from a Memorial Weekend trip with my friends. Oh, hey, that works then. That's not so bad. Let me look into the Elgato here. I think I just need to... Oh, yeah. There we go. Did it fix the audio? Hold on, I'm checking here. No, it still feels a little loud. Let me, there we go. That probably should do it now. How was the Memorial trip with your, how was Memorial Weekend trip with your parents? There we go. I got there eventually. I do remember how to do that. Okay, it's been a little bit of time, so you're gonna have to give me a second here as I get acquainted with some stuff here. It's been 2-3 weeks unintentionally. Good, I'm glad to hear that. We just went to the zoo yesterday, which was fun. Admittedly, we're going down to New Orleans this weekend for a wedding. So that works, and I also work Saturdays most of the time, so it makes it a little bit harder for us, unfortunately, to get away for a weekend, because, like, my wife has to work Mondays through Fridays, I work Wednesdays through Saturdays? That sounds correct, yes. That just makes it a little bit harder, unfortunately, for us to do those types of things. It is, for the most part. No, Grace, do it right now. It's really hard to remember sometimes, not gonna lie. That's fine. Max, that's right. We're just basically finishing off your guys' hearts, and then we will swap you all out. Why are we looking at the oh, hold on. Yes, I know that we have more. There you go. You happy now, game? And now I need to remember how to access everything else. So let's say we have that printer now. Okay, that's right. I'm slowly remembering how to access everything. I think we have to spend a little bit right now because I think we're full. Trinity mission, I don't think we currently do. I don't even know what we're currently planning to do. Okay, so we can't have Doug in the party. That's fine. We were going to look into that here in a second anyway, so. Okay, we do not have... Nope, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, we don't have anything at the moment, which is what I thought. Just wanted to verify. Okay. Looks like there's a couple of menus to remember. There is a couple of menus to remember. It's like, oh, I gotta remember here real quick, because it's like, we are streaming, and I forgot that Y actually leads to the map as well, so, okay. I think we are slowly... Hold on, let's see if there's... I couldn't remember if there was a way to easily access, that's... I don't remember making that the capture button, because I already have a... Yeah, I don't know why that... Why would L plus R be a capture? Like, the Switch Pro controller has a capture button, right? Whatever. The point being there, we're getting there. Alright, missions. What were we doing? We're currently looking for his stuff. We do not have it still, so cannot do. I think we can grab whatever we wanted. I don't think we're currently 28. I think we're 24. Yep, so that's why we were... Okay. Alright. We've finally done it. Let's swap to map. That's not unacceptable. That is too high of a level. Also too high. Too high. Acceptable. We'll do that here after, though. We still don't... That's also acceptable. We don't have a cat at the moment, so can't do that. We can do that now, because we've done Chapter 4. Okay. We haven't done Chapter 5 yet, so I don't think we can do that one yet. Don't have a dog. Can do that one. That shouldn't be a problem. Technically, we started this one. We're having issues as to why we can't finish that at the moment, so we'll work about that later. And we can do weaponized. Is there any other missions out in the wild is what I'm trying to investigate currently, which I don't think there is. Did you end up pre-ordering Switch 2? I did! Oh, there's a quest way out here. That is fascinating that's all the way out here, because I cannot access that area. So yeah, I did go ahead and pre-order the Switch 2. I'm looking forward to it, honestly. I guess the main concern I still have with it is that if you modify your Switch, they can brick it. Which I think is a little scummy, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I like Nintendo. But that is one thing that I will go, yeah, that's not great. I know technically they own the rights to it, etc., but it's like, it probably would be a good act of will to not do that. And it's also just like, once you buy it, it's kind of yours. So it's like, it's kind of that weird thing where it's like, yes, you're technically in the right, but it's also just not a good look. Let's see. We've had Lau in the party for a little bit. We've had all of you in the party for a little bit. I'd like to have Doug, but we can't have him in the party right now, so we'll toss Ellen there. I can't wait to play the new Mario Kart as well. What I'm looking more forward to is the monkey game, Donkey Kong. I'm really looking forward to that one. It looks really good. I like the Donkey Kong game. I actually need to go and be, not Tropical Freeze. I beat that one before, but Returns. I haven't done that yet. There's a level I got stuck on for this playthrough, and I haven't finished it yet, but I need to. So I'll work on that here eventually. But yeah, the new Mario Kart does look like it should be really good.
Colonel, you haven't seen Lau around, have you?
Not recently, no.
Did you two have plans?
Colonel.
Not plans, so much as a mission we were supposed to handle together.
And he's
Nice. I love Donkey Kong Country. I think they're fun.
That's so tacky.
Can't really argue with that. Still,
I
I'm
didn't
sure he had his
have
reasons.
a console
so try
growing
not
up.
to be too harsh on him, all right?
So I never
Wait,
got
what?
that opportunity, honestly.
Why are you defending the guy
I had
who
Donkey
stood
Kong
you up?
Land on the Game Boy, and that was about it.
Another fair point.
You are such a weirdo. What's the deal? Why are you so protective of Lau anyway?
We go way back. We were in the same unit before serving under the Colonel.
Colonel.
Wow, that long?
Yep. I was a scout, and he was a sniper. We fought all over the world before the coalition government formed.
Man, I bet there are some stories there.
Yeah. Not sure I want anyone hearing them.
Hey, Elma, what do you think? Maybe we can help Doug out since Lau was a no-show?
I certainly don't mind. Is it something we could manage?
Oh, well, sure. It's nothing that requires a Pathfinder specifically. If you all want to help, I'd gladly take it.
Okay then, Tatsu on the case. Doug can rest easy.
Doug in place of Lau. Led to not killing. Does that mean we have to throw Doug into the party? If we do, that's fine. I actually want Doug in the party, so.
That's reassuring.
We're heading to Noctilum?
Right. 3 days ago, we started picking up scattered UM responses in the area. These are the spots. Problem is, we can't run our usual analysis through Frontier Nav.
So you want us to go check them out in person?
Yeah.
Exactly. If you can take these 3, my team will handle the others.
Okay.
Sounds like a piece of cake.
We'll get in touch once we've gathered the data.
That'll be perfect, thanks. HQ is offering a reward, of course. But either way, drinks are on me once you're done. Are you kidding? Of course I do. Just leave it to me.
Well,
We'll
it's
be
quite
looking
refreshing.
forward to it.
I mean, that's obvious, but the point still stands that water is quite refreshing. Before we go do this quest, we're gonna grab whatever green quest we can. You can't do affinity missions back to back. You can only do those one at a time. However, you can grab as many of the green quests as you want, and I think that just means we have one other green one to grab. So if we see it while we're out in the wild, we can do it. So that's not too bad. That's level 15, so. I was gonna go for a bike ride today, but my body just feels a little bit off. I probably should go for a bike ride, but I am at least gonna do my body exercises is what I was trying to say. So I will at least be getting some exercise, and that, you know,
Thanks.
sit-ups, arms, etc. So pardon me. Ah. Oh, not Billion. We were going there anyways, so this works out quite well. Like cat and dog. I mean, I can do that. That's fine. Experience, it's money, it's beneficial. I was pretty sure. That's right, okay. Okay. At the AM terminal, you say? Interesting. I'll do that later then. So for right now... that way. Took me a little bit to get there, and I did finally remember the button. Hey, thank you for the file. File. Yeah. Thank you for the follow there, Trinoxia. How are you doing today? I could not speak today. For whatever reason. And, okay. That's where Doug wants us to go, which is perfectly fine. Level 20. We can go ahead and do this quest real quickly. Then we'll... let's say... where it stops being Primordia into Noctilium is interesting, in my opinion. That's right there. I think that Goblin's Narrow is probably the best spot for us to go ahead and do that. We'll do that, then we'll go ahead and head to the other quest. This is basically on the way. And I have to go ahead and remember all the controls. It's not too hard to remember them, but just like some basics here and there does go ahead and happen to help substantially. I want to say we fought this before, but just in case we haven't.
The sleeping dogs have risen.
Engaging. Lay down
I
fire.
remember all the skills there too.
Appreciations.
Shadow strike.
It's got your name on it.
Fire
Carnival.
Sliding splinter. Suck nice. Move in and do some damage.
I definitely do not remember what skills I have assigned to what, so I need to take a look real quick.
Early bird. That put a dent in him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Not that it's really that. It is quite the gun. I was gonna say I love it. So for each class,
Side slash.
they can have specific. Oh, that audio is real loud. Let me fix that. Hold on.
Going.
I did not realize how loud it was until now. Give me 1 second.
Missile volley.
That wasn't so bad, was it, Al?
We won that with our hands down.
That's the wrong setting. Give me 1 second. I did not realize how loud it was. Apologize for that. Getting. All right, we'll try it there. I think that should be better. So to say, it was rather loud. But yeah, it is quite the gun. As I say, each class has specific guns they can use. If you finish mastering a class, then you can use the guns and skills on other classes. But we can only use miniguns, and then you're shoehorned into specific ones for that time being, which isn't the worst thing ever, honestly. But it's still like, you know, I was in ads for like 90% of the battles. So you're good. Okay, that works. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was hoping ads were done by then. I probably should have waited 3 minutes. But since it wasn't anything critical... Boo, you do get it eventually. You do get the customization eventually. You just have to, That's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. Too many buttons! Party. Classes. So then once we finish Bastion Warrior, we should have access to Shield and Gatling Gun. And then once we're done with that, we can go down to Enforcer. We should be able to go ahead and use Shield and Gatling Gun, is my understanding. So then you'll be able to combine skills from everywhere. But you can only have, like, I think you can only have 2 weapons equipped at once. So it's not, like, perfect customization, but at the same time, it probably makes the most sense at the same time, so I can't blame them. Why use anything else besides Gatling Gun? I mean, that's true. That's why I went for Gatling Gun right away. To be fair, but I'm not interested in the Sniper Rifle. The Ray Gun and the Psycho Launchers I am interested in. I want to dual-wield Gatling Guns. That would be fun. I'm not gonna lie, but then you'd have to go ahead and be like, Serious Sam. And I don't think Serious Sam even dual wields Gatling guns as much as he should. These guys are interesting. You could in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and it was so fun. Wait, could you really? That sounds... How broken was that out of curiosity? To say most people do not have the strength in order to do that. And by most, I think I mean the vast majority. Like, only 1% might be able to do that. Obviously, it's a video game, so it doesn't matter as much, but still interesting.
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
This! Appreciations. Now! Fire! Missile volley! Fire carnival! What a nice hot welcome!
Use an aura. Get control.
But yeah, thankfully, since we do happen to be very above the, you know, unless you... They were incredibly not accurate unless you locked down and didn't move. Okay, that makes more sense then.
Like knocking people around.
So out of curiosity, did that make,
Violence.
not farm... Is it farming? Is farming the word I'm thinking of? Probably. Even more of a problem.
Lock this! Don't forget about the rest.
Camping.
Take the fight to
Farming, camping, I mean, you know. They both involve the outdoors.
Weaken him and lay it.
missile volley!
Shadow strike.
Fire carnival! Right to the kisser! Now cripple
You
them!
can tell just how much I play PvP games if I can't remember camping.
Electric shells.
I do play them on occasion. I mean, admittedly. You were thinking of camping? Yes, it really is. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Tatsu, what are you doing? Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Between the crash and the welcome party, I figured my number was up. But then you arrived. Nice to know we haven't been forsaken entirely. Yeah, you're all business, aren't you? Not that I don't respect a pragmatist. Well, to be fair, I was actually wanting... When I was saying check, I was hoping you guys were okay. Anyway, let's get down to it. Yes, the cargo's perfectly safe, as are we, for what that's worth. That is more important, truth be told. That said, I'm afraid we're not out of the fire just yet. We need to prepare the helicopter. Cisco's strategy piloting and maintenance work caused the crash, but I suppose pointing fingers isn't going to help anyone now. Anyways, I hate to lean on you for everything, but could you possibly procure 2 new anhydrous radiators and a spherical EM motor? I need to stay here to guard the helicopter, and Cisco's performing maintenance inside. We're basically pinned down. Concerned. Yeah, I admit I panicked and hid like a little baby last time, but I've got my composure back now. We're good. I'll keep the helicopter, its cargo safe, and I suppose Cisco too. You can concentrate on gathering those parts for the repairs. So I did go, let's see. It's called the XMG. It was almost only usefully in the survival mode, but it was fun. That sounds about right, yeah. I was just curious, like, how much that would increase camping, and from what you're saying, it sounds like it did increase it a substantial amount. But, I mean, it does also sound fun. Okay, so we need to go all the way over here, which is fine. It's just not what I was expecting, but we can take care of this task at the same time, so... I mean, it really isn't a big problem or anything. Was zombies in Advanced War... No, Advanced Warfare didn't have zombies, but it had a similar mode, which I would assume would be useful for that too, honestly. That's what survival was. I don't want to fight the level 33. I don't think it'll attack us as long as we don't attack it, so I think we're fine. Because we are definitely not high enough level for a 33. At least not without a, Is it a Zell? No, it's not a Zell. What is... Why can't I remember what the gears are? Scale. It's a... That's why I was close to the Zell, because it's... Yep, right there. Literally, as I'm thinking about what it is, I just had to turn around, grab the treasure, and be like, yep, there you go. So they didn't have a zombies mode, they had a wave-based survival mode. Okay. That's what I was going to say, because the zombies mode in a game called Advanced Warfare doesn't seem to make that much sense, honestly. The last Call of Duty game I played was Ghost. I bought it twice, admittedly, just because I did want to get the trophies for it. And then I never did. I mainly played it on the Wii U. Apparently it's a bad port on the Wii U, but I didn't really have a problem with it. I was fine with it, and I haven't really touched a Call of Duty since. I think I've gotten a few of them free, but I just am not particularly interested in Call of Duty, so it's not been something that I have investigated super much. Oh, hold on. I saw exactly what I was about to look for.
Let's get this started.
We should weaken them just to be
Fight this
safe.
hand that threatens us.
Shadow
Missile
strike.
volley.
I owe you one.
I was gonna say, they're not gonna fight back. It definitely did seem like they were taking a little bit of time to fight back.
Do some damage.
Watch me lay into it.
I'd like my sight, please, so I can fast travel here. I mean, admittedly, it's not like it's a super far sight, but unlocking it does make it so we can get more resources, so
In and keep the rhythm going.
that alone also makes me interested in getting this.
Sliding.
And because we're also close to finishing this class. Oh, there's another one. Didn't even realize.
Iron prison. Look at that.
Don't play COD much anymore? That's fair. Let's
Melee attack.
played so much in 2015. Yeah, I was gonna say, after a bit of time, I'd assume Call of Duty
Do some damage.
kind of wears out just because how similar they are. Kind of like Assassin's Creed for people that aren't hardcore fans.
Fire carnival.
And just because it's a yearly, it's yearly. Yeah. I had to think about it for a second. It's a yearly release, so it's like,
Go.
and I mean,
Slinger.
I played Team Fortress 2 for about 3,000 hours, and admittedly, if it still got updates, I would probably still be playing it, but eventually you just get tired
This.
of something so similar after a while, and even one of my favorite games of all time, Guild Wars 1,
Depends if Tatsu can make it or not.
I don't play as much these days, because I had 6,000 hours in Guild Wars 1, probably closer to 7,000 actually. And don't get me wrong, I still have Guild Wars 1, but it's like, and I haven't even unlocked everything in that, but when you play something for so long, it can still be nice to return to on occasion, but I was a very lonely teenager, Scruffy. A very lonely teenager. I was, not the popular one, is what we'll say. I was very much so an outcast, and I was reminded about that pretty frequently from... What is that again? That's a storage probe. But basically I was reminded about that pretty frequently from my peers. Yeah. Because I don't want my name to get out in public, but my initials are KAK, and one day those kids were asking me what my full initials were, and obviously, you know, I wasn't expecting anything mean from that. But they were asking me if they were KKK, and I told them no, it's KAK, and they said, "Oh, that's unfortunate. I was really hoping it was for it could stand for kill first name last name." So it's like, oh wow, that's really cool. Thanks. That's really swell of you. So, yeah, I don't really miss high. Yeah. It was yeah, not particularly good, Scrappy. Admittedly. So, hey, Interceptor, how are you? As you said, kids can definitely be cruel, and yeah, not much changes when you get to an adult. Honestly, you can just choose who you hang out with. How are you doing, Interceptor? And it's for reasons like that I am thankful as homeschool. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Man, imagine how much worse your bully would be if it was your brother or sister. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against homeschooling. I think homeschooling is very good. I like homeschooling. It's just... there's probably advantages and disadvantages to both sides, truth be told. And if it wasn't for Catholic school, and I like the one that my son goes to, I probably would want to do homeschooling too. Because homeschooling can be very good. Well, my sister 5 years younger than me, so I wouldn't... Well, yeah, I know. But then the Fudge still being hospitally good. Have you heard about his condition, Interceptor? So I do want him, obviously, to... I do obviously want him to recover. I just was thinking as I was saying that, of course you do, but it's like, the way I was phrasing it just didn't quite come out the way I intended, so it's like, yeah, but, I mean, you know what I meant. My words just catch up to me sometimes, so... And I don't always speak it a good. Yeah, I would not let my chance go to homeschool at the moment either. And I think you do great, honestly, Interceptor. Yeah, he's doing well. He just hasn't peed on his own yet, so they keep watching him. Understandably so. I will definitely keep him as well as your family in my prayers, because I mean, yeah, it can be hard, is what I'm trying to say. I'm stumbling over my words left and right today. But so obviously, while pets are not the same as humans, I love my pets, and I know you love your pets, and I get it entirely. So I understand. Oh, oh, I curious what's down there. I kind of want to fight that, but I'm more so just... I'm not super interested in stuff under my level. Well, I don't know. So I'm thinking about it. I did order a new vinyl today. New to me, I guess I should say. They're reprinting one of my favorite Real Big Fish albums. So I picked it up. Floofs doesn't want me spending money at the moment, but this particular vinyl company will show how many they have left. And they were running out, so it's like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bite the bullet here. It's not something... I'm trying to spend less money, and I've been doing pretty well about it, but since they were actually running out, it's like, okay, I'm actually gonna go ahead and buy it, just due to the fact that they are running out. I would like to go ahead and get a copy of it, so... They actually do a pretty good price, too. I think it was $35 for a double, which is... Actually, that's a pretty good price. But, yeah, I don't know. My mind is all over today. As long as within your budget, you're good. It is, and I just put it on a payment plan. I know some people don't like payment plans. I like the naturally built-in PayPal pay-in-4s. It just is nice, because then it's like, instead of... It wasn't, like, super expensive or anything, but it's just convenient to have that as an option. But it can also be problematic if you over-rely on it, because it's like, oh yeah, I can just put on a PayPal pay-in-4. And that's when, No, I was gonna say, I understand, I agree. And I appreciate that, Scruffy. It's like, I know that you do finances, and I don't know why I keep forgetting... Oh, there we go. I think we can change classes now. I actually do appreciate that, because it's like having... I also appreciate it, honestly. Okay, so as soon as Lynn and Elma are done with their maximum hearts, we're gonna swap them out. Ooh, that felt good. Okay, so here's where we get to find out if I can equip a Gatling gun and a shield, or if that's just on Drifter, who can use anything. We'll find out. Otherwise, we're gonna have a knife and ray gun, and that's it for the time being. Unfortunately, we are going to drop from 4 to 2 skill slots, but at the very least, we took care of Striker early, so we never have to go as long as 1 skill slot ever again, which I am very grateful for. But yeah, I think I did want to go for Photon Saber next, so we're going to head on over to Enforcer. If you and Floofs ever want to talk to someone, let me know. I would not be unopposed to that. We had somebody for a while. Our finances are doing much better. We have a local guy. He's a good guy. But I will keep that in mind, Scruffy, and I do appreciate that. I was going to say, I think that makes 2 people I can talk to, because I think I could talk to Interceptor about it as well. Yeah, so you can... So there you go, Scruffy. You can absolutely equip weapons from that class after you're done with it. So if that makes it any better for you, yeah, which I would say, I think that does happen to help. And now I can go ahead and equip the machine gun. Yeah, that's fine. I'll go ahead and do my arts here in a second, bud. Thank you. I understood. Kinda why I did it. Talk to me about it, but I never ended up getting... I mean, listen, I trust you. I don't think you're going to intentionally do me awry, Interceptor. So it's not advice? Fair. I see. So from a legal standpoint, it's not advice. Understandable. Okay. And I get it. I get it. A Fire Carnival. Continually restores HP. That is pretty good to have. Well, that's not bad. I think I'll do that, and then... That doesn't feel bad to have, honestly. I don't think we have any way to do topple at the moment, though, right? Yeah, so this is fine. Okay. Recuperate might be a good one to have, too, honestly. Oh, smooth recovery isn't bad either. Okay. Sec in Finra watching Twitch, right? Illegally, anything I say here is not advice. Fair. No, 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 no. Wait. Okay, let's see. Boost maximum HP, which, I mean, listen, that just boosted by a lot. That's always a good idea to have. Melee accuracy. I do want more... Do I want melee? No, I think I want range. I don't think I have anything that increases range damage at the moment. We don't have a shield equipped at the moment, so... Don't have topple at the moment. I mean, machine gunner isn't necessarily bad. It's not what I'm looking for. Let's see. Well, we do a lot of blaze damage, truth be told. So... Big gun go brrr! That's what I was looking for, more just pure range damage. We'll go ahead and do that for the time being. I probably should look into L's arts, because I don't think we've leveled his up remotely. And I don't plan to be using him super long, but at the same time, if we're going to have him on the team, I probably should make him better. On a different topic, I saw apparently 2K is teasing a new BioShock thing. I'm unsure how I feel about BioShock. I like the series. One of my old friends got me into it, and I happen to miss her a lot, truth be told. A whole story behind that. Not something really to get into on stream, truth be told, but I do still enjoy the BioShock series for the most part. It is, I would say, sometimes problematic with its storytelling. Now that the main person behind it is gone, that might fix it? I don't know. I do not know. I know that feels weird, but it's kind of like one of those situations where the main artist... BioShock is the one with the drugs, right? Yeah, that's not a bad way to describe it, yeah. Useful question. BioShock is the one where you're underwater, you inject yourself with plasmids in order to use them, and a lot of the people do happen to get overly addicted to them. That is correct, yes. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not a bad way to describe it, honestly. Like, well, I can't really say no. Okay, I think we're good for the time being. I'm at least gonna say we are, so we can keep moving. Must be above us. Okay.
For the wicked.
Alright, fine. Get over here. Get over here.
Look at that! Follow up with melee attack.
But yeah, honestly, the price for... I think I said the price for it was good. I was going back. Anyways. But yeah. But basically, BioShock hasn't had a new game since 2016, so almost 10 years now. They had a re-release, and I like aspects of BioShock. I do think it gets a little overly preachy. So I would say the first game was, in particular, somewhat commie-pilled, but not entirely. Because it did also show why communist stuff doesn't work out. It's not entirely communist. It's kind of weird. It's like free trade type of thing. Basically, do what you want, no morals. But only one person's really in control, but people are fighting for it. It's kind of weird how I describe it, because I wouldn't really say commie, but it's got aspects to it, I would say, so... And then, like, one of the major lines for the series is, a man chooses, a slave obeys. That's not entirely true either, because sometimes it's best to obey. But I guess it could be that the man chooses to obey, and it's not forced to, so it's like, I don't know. It's kind of that weird little territory where it's not quite fully thought out. It's just, I don't know. I don't know the creator's mind behind it, but I guess the most recent game he's done, aside from BioShock, was supposed to come out in April. Hasn't come out. And it's called Judas, so we'll see when/if that comes out, because that's been in development for like 8 years. I do really like BioShock 2, though. 2 is probably my favorite of the series. Yeah, I was gonna say, with the name Judas, it made me a little, wary as well, honestly, Scruffy. But I was like, you know, maybe it's unrelated to the Judas I would be expecting. We'll see. But I understand entirely.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Maybe they just really like Judas Priest, right? That's what it is. They really like Judas Priest. It could just be the ambience of the name, too. I agree, yeah. I definitely agree with that possibility. Only time will tell. And I have no current thought. We're also obsessed with using biblical things to insult/attack Christians. Or because they just find it cool, to be fair, Scruffy, because I don't, so... Alright, I guess we should get into that real quickly, just because we're playing a Xeno game. So, the main reason I bring that up, this series started, quote-unquote, let's see. At this point, though, I'm done expecting heathens to be anything other than heathens. I mean, you never know. I get what you're saying. I am somewhat hopeful at the moment that Mark Hamill is starting to wake up a little bit. I'm waiting to see if that's actually true. But I was gonna say, I'm sure, Scruffy, you know Mark, since I know you're a Star Wars guy, I'm sure you know Mark Hamill's political opinions, etc., etc. I think he's been getting enough vitriol from the other side that he thought was on his side, that he might be starting to wake up. We'll see. We'll see. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. But people can change, and it's not something we should go ahead and just assume they are. But we should obviously pray that they are, because like St. Augustine, St. Moses the Black, there's other examples I'm sure that I could think of. St. Maria Goretti's attacker. He tried to, so I don't get banned by Twitch, I'm gonna call it something different. He tried to grape her. That's like the fruit. And she didn't let him. He ended up killing her. And he did eventually repent after, and then, so the St. Maria Goretti story is actually fascinating to me, and it's beautiful, because he did eventually repent, and it's something that is easy to forget, especially in today's day and age, that people are willing to repent, it's just not all the time, and it can be a very, very long process. And it's just, it is frustrating, because you're right to see all that. I don't want to get too far off my original point, though, because I was going to talk about Xenogears, because, like, Xenogears, Evangelion, yeah, I knew you were there, are typically probably the two biggest examples, I'd say, of such blatantly obvious Christian illusions, just built from a spot that I don't think is meant poorly. It's just, Japan finds it cool, so that's why they do that. At least that's what I've always gotten from them, so I don't know. The Lord can redeem anything, but I'm just no longer... Yeah, and I can definitely agree with that.
sock on them.
But yeah, basically, because it's like Xenogears, a lot of anime uses cross imagery, and Japan just finds it cool. That doesn't necessarily make it how'd Lynn die? How many enemies are on us?
Turn this thing around.
A fine amount, okay. Oh, she's alive again. Somebody, okay, cool.
Fire carnival!
Primer. Violent streak. Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Block this.
Side.
This is more enemies than I was expecting, but I think we'll be fine.
Bullet storm. Iron
I should
prison.
heal up first.
Sorry. Time to die. Could someone
Shadow
get a
strike.
party started? Yeah, it's on now.
Where are you, El? Where are you?
Get up.
I'm so lonely. Oh, he's still alive again. Okay.
Side slash.
Somebody's reviving him. I don't know how, but I'm not opposed to it.
Damage.
Alright, Lynn, where are you?
Guys, take it
I will literally revive you. Oh, there you are.
Violent streak.
Sorry, back on your feet. Someone get a party started. Missile.
And now El's dead.
This number has been disconnected.
I gotta say, I do kind of like El's lines. Because he kind of uses English. And I kind of love that. But what I was trying to say is, Xenogears, when it first came out, and why it's relevant is because technically it's the first game in the Xenoblade series, technically. Allegedly. The reason I say technically and allegedly is due to the fact that legally they can't say it is. Because Xenogears was made by... under the Square Enix banner. They kind of got... They didn't get the full development time or cost that they were promised for it. So, Disc 2 of Xenogears is basically just a visual novel, is the good way to describe it. Not entirely, but basically, anyways, the reason why Xenogears is relevant is because when that first came out, ooh, might be a nice weapon, actually.
You know what I mean.
When it first came out, Square was so worried about it that they weren't, like, there was, I think they had 3 or 4 people working on translating it initially, and they all quit because they were worried it would ruin their reputations. But it wasn't something they were trying to, you know, be bad about, so. It does happen to be interesting, I would say. I do not have another knife at the moment. I'd love... Right, I don't have another... The busted knife, titanium knife. Okay, the titanium knife is better. It's not much better, but I will take it. Do I have any better knives? As I say, I was wondering why I was doing so little damage, and I was like, oh yeah, because you're on the beginner stuff. Xenogears is Square Enix, so it gets really confusing, honestly, Scruffy. Xenogears is Square Enix, and it was part 5 of 6 parts for Xenogears. They did that one because they thought it would be the one that would help entice people come into it, and it was a really good game. Xenogears, after Punch introduced it to me, is one of my top 10 games. But then Xenosaga, which was under Bandai Namco, is technically earlier in the Xenogears story. They just can't say it is due to, you know, legal reasons. There we go. I got it out eventually. So they can't go ahead and just say it outright. And then Xenoblade is under Nintendo, and Nintendo just basically owns Monolith at this point, I believe. Because after Square Enix, they made their own company called Monolith Soft. And then for a couple years, they worked third party, and then Nintendo bought them shortly after, I believe.
Seems the response was coming from the
Xenoblade Chronicles 1 or before. One of the two. Yeah, I was gonna say, it gets really confusing.
I'll upload it to Frontier Nav.
All right, let's head to the next spot.
Right.
Let's see segments. Well, I would like to get another... I kind of want to go for that, actually. So I guess we should go this way? Is that right? Mostly. Yeah.
The sleeping dogs have risen.
I don't know if we can handle this at the moment. I know it's technically within our range, but when an enemy is that much bigger than you, unless you're in a scale, well, if I was 26, I'd probably be fine with it. But for now, I'm just gonna run from it because, like, well, I'd probably. Oh, I see it. Actually, that's not too far away. I'd probably be fine, but the bigger the enemy, the harder they hit, which is why scales are very useful for enemies. Not that we probably couldn't take it, but it's like, I don't know. And it's also a boss, so it's like, I don't know. 47s, I do not wish to fight. I just saw what I was looking for, didn't I? You know, I thought I did. Oh yeah, over there. Oh, the 47's on top of it. Can I just walk up to the 47 and it doesn't attack me? I do not have much confidence in this plan, but I'm going to try. And by I don't have much confidence in this plan, I have 0 confidence in this plan. But I am going to try. My only hope is that since it's asleep, it will not attack us unless we attack it. Come on. Come on. Run away. Well, walk away, really. Just walk away very slowly. Time to be right? I wish there was a crouch so you could help ensure that you could be a bit sneakier. I think we should be good now. A little surprised we got away with that. Not upset. Not remotely upset by that. That guy's a third-rate cat. But I am really enjoying this. I am sad that I haven't played it for a couple weeks. I do have tomorrow off, so I probably will start an earlier stream at 8 o'clock. Stream till 12 so I can get my bike ride in. That's the plan at the very least, currently. I'm hoping to do that. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't either, so we'll just go ahead and have to wait and see.
Got your name on these poison dead. Fire carnival.
Violent streak.
Like this.
That's intensive. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
But yeah, for work, we get a couple of refresh days a year. I wasn't expecting another one so soon, because we just had one, like, last month. We get 4 a year, and we have to split it between coworkers. A lot of my coworkers got theirs last Wednesday. I get it this Wednesday, which is perfectly fine by me, mind you. I am thinking about looking into my microphone settings again, because it's peaking the red a little bit. Like, not too badly.
Let's move.
But, I don't know. Admittedly, if you guys think the microphone sounds good, then I'm gonna call it good. Probably something up above or down below. Excuse me. Random days off. Yes, they are. I agree with that entirely. Oh, hey! This is rather pretty. Well, I don't think I can hit that one. But I think we'll go around. I will see if I have any new skills. Or arts, I should say. I get the arts and... No, we're only rank 2, so I would assume we don't. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. We should have plenty of room for Moranium, since we do have all of those storage probes currently, which is quite beneficial. Hopefully there's no big enemies down here. There was, but not anywhere close enough that it was a concern currently, at the very least. I know that there's another probe this way. I'm surprised we didn't technically have this area explored from when we came over earlier. Interesting. Fascinating. Yes. The level 21 we could probably beat up, honestly, because it's not a boss. It might be good experience, too, so... But yeah, I basically just worked 5 hours this week, because since we're going to New Orleans for a wedding, I have a half day on Thursday, because we're leaving Thursday, so...
Let's knock it out.
Oh, kitty cat is behind me. I didn't realize Thorin was here. Yeah, as I say, it's always nice when you can use your PTO and basically have a very non-busy week. What level are you? 21? Okay. Let's fight.
It didn't have to be like this.
Oh, I guess he didn't like me making noise. Alright, fair enough.
Use an aura. Get control of the battle.
I don't really want to use an aura. Use this TP. Well, we have 3,000 TP, fine. Oh, I got just in time. I was scratching my mustache. So it's like... We'll try to sleep train the baby before July. Hello, good luck me. I mean, we understand.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Like, as you said last night, we absolutely understand. Because it's like, there's not much you can do about that. Obviously, we do hope that you are able to join, because it's not the same without you, obviously. It is fun to do it with Punch. But it's nice to have all 3 parts. I think that made sense. As I said, I've been stumbling over my words all... I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight none of you. You scare me. I'll fight level 22. Level 24 is over there. I want to fight that. A few hours post bedtime with you at least. That's always good. As I said, it should be a good time. So, I mean, at least... As you said, we'll have the days before, and probably at least halfway through the day Sunday, because if I left on Sunday, I don't think I'd get back for Mass in time. There's a possibility, but you know what I mean. Then we'll have the days before. We'll have the karaoke, too. Oh, I guess I should talk about that. So, for the charity stream, we were supposed to do karaoke for the charity stream, as an incentive. We are doing it before this year's charity stream, so as to go ahead and make sure it is taken care of. It should also be a good way for us to go ahead and unintentionally build hype for the charity stream again. So that'll be something that's fun. I'm also excited. I've been looking online. I've been looking on YouTube for free karaoke, and I found enough songs that I'm happy for. So I am admittedly hoping that we can convince Punch to do 1 karaoke. I think it'd be funny to have him do Lola. And I don't know how likely that is. But I've been looking at a couple songs. I should probably actually start practicing. Well, I mean, waiting for my dad's playing. Hey, Lone, how are you? Nice. I was gonna say, I am glad you're getting to spend time with your dad. Which I do. I'm really off with my words today. I don't know why.
Look at that! I'll put a solo up there.
Melee attacks.
I'm just off with my words today. But yeah, I was looking for a couple. Thankfully, there does seem to be... I had the Queen karaoke and switch shoot. Nice. I was gonna say, I'm definitely down for some Queen. But I did find Burning Ring of Fire. There's a couple of Red Box songs. Real Big Fish, Aquabats. There's a Weird Al song I saw online. So there is, thankfully, at least a wide variety available, which is always good. Oh, that's why. I was like, why am I not? Okay, but it took me a second, but I got there eventually.
Put a solo up there.
Melee attack.
That put a dent in him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Fire carnival.
I wonder how close we are to level 25. Elma hasn't leveled up yet, so I'd assume not very. Alright, been a bit down last couple days. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm sorry to hear that. You want to talk about it? If not, I understand too. Just letting you know that we're here for you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. Upload to Frontier Nav confirmed. That's the last of them.
Good work. I'll let Doug know.
Hey, you, Alma? Sorry, I'm audio only. We're kind of in the middle of something here.
Are you in combat? We'll be right there.
Nah, nothing you need to worry about. We got it under control.
Doug?
All right, listen. If you really want to help, you can pick up my last data collection point. How's that sound?
Fair enough. But you better be
It would
careful.
have been funnier if there'd been some of the combat callouts.
I want to drink too.
What?
There's a cafe that makes really good cocoa. Very
While they were
expensive.
during this cutscene, like you heard Wild Down on occasion, Meteor Strike, etc., etc. Make it more realistic.
See you when we're done.
Elma, you think he'll be okay?
I'm sure he'll be fine. Doug is a man of his word.
I was just gonna say he's
Guys like
Doug.
him always fight harder when they've got a promise to keep.
Sounds like the opposite of Lao, huh? That guy never keeps a promise.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, Lone.
All right, let's go
I
to
was
the
gonna say,
lower end of the bargain.
I can
Time to earn that cocoa.
pardon me.
Yep.
I can understand that. It can be really hard sometimes. Pardon me. I can understand that. It can be really hard sometimes because it's like, is it just because you've been at your work for so long that you're looking for something new? If you want to talk about it, that is. Just trying to offer whatever help I can. Whew. If you don't want to talk about it, just let me know. And I get that, because it's like, I definitely have days where I feel like that too, and it is frustrating to say the least. We're gonna have a fight here, aren't we? Yep, we didn't even get to the plant, and I was thinking to myself, it's like, this is gonna be too easy, isn't it? I didn't realize I had two kitty cats down here. Thorin's behind me, and Vinny's over there.
Hey, Elma. Were there always this many indigents kicking around here?
No, definitely not. I wonder if the plant is drawing them somehow.
I'll start the analysis. And that's that. We're good.
Your hands
We
and
may
kitty.
have finished the data collection. But it looks like the mission isn't over just yet.
I mean, these guys aren't problematic, unless they're a
Let's
boss.
suppose Doug's team.
Yeah, they may be dealing with the same problem.
Bring on nasty critters. Friends will teach them all a lesson.
You can help out any time, you know.
Katsu can't help.
It seems the sleeping dogs have risen.
Just to be safe.
Oh, level 16? Let's see. Work is part of it. Another part is just feeling like I'm struggling with being successful at anything. I can understand that. Is it related to Twitch streaming out of curiosity? Because I definitely have a lot of those days, to be quite honest, where it's like I'm even wondering if I want to keep streaming. Because it's like I do like hanging out with people, but just it doesn't feel like anything's really growing for the most part.
Floated like butterflies.
I am grateful for everybody here, mind you, but that is something that has crossed my mind, so I don't know if that's related, but it's definitely something that's been on my mind. So I can understand that, but I am trying to be better, because like, I do still like being here, and I appreciate all the people here. I obviously appreciate all of you, and putting up with my stammering and stumbling. You'd think that after 5 years I'd be better with that, but nope, still stammering and stumbling my way away. Up and down with Twitch stuff right now, specifically considering quitting. Gonna talk with Father Evan. Oh, so yeah, all right. So it is exactly that, and it can be really hard, honestly, because it's like I do try to lurk at the very least. I just have so many things going on, so I can't always be there alone. I do want to be there, but it's not always easy. But I get it, because obviously a community also isn't built around just one person showing up. So it can be a start, though. But I get what you mean entirely, and it is frustrating to just have that. And then even if you have lurkers, to not have people talk, which is why I really appreciate Interceptor, Scruffy. I appreciate you, Lone. I do appreciate everybody, but it's like having people there talking does happen to help substantially. Twitch is only part of it, though, and I understand
Sorry
that.
to keep you guys.
Doug!
I'd have come sooner if I could. Guess this means I owe you both cocoa and chocolates, huh?
You know it.
Yeah, I know. I do appreciate it. Oh, do we have to have Doug with us? Which is perfectly fine. I do want Doug with us. I think we do have to have Doug with us. Doug is the one that I wanted anyways. I am working on ranking him up, so... And he'll be better than L, because we have been working on ranking him up.
Open fire!
Violence breeds violence.
Block this!
Starfall
Rondo!
Fire Carnival!
Follow up with melee attack.
Now it's my turn.
Enhanced aura activate. Your turn.
Stick it out.
That could have done it. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Side slash.
Leave it to me.
You could hang out in your streams more too. Just usually busy around those times. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying too, because it's like I'm in the exact same boat. I'm either getting ready for exercise, or I'm working, or something is going on. So I understand all too well.
I owe you one.
Starfall play.
Leave this to me.
Side slash.
Look at that.
And that's been the same lately with a lot of people, unfortunately, because it's like one of my friends, Punch, who I'm doing the charity stream with. I should probably advertise that here in a second.
Your turn to land a hit.
That's fair. I fully understand. I was gonna say, hopefully we've at least been able to help somewhat, but I understand. I haven't been able to watch as many of his streams as I would have liked to lately, which that also makes me sad, because it's like I've known him for 5-6 years now, something like that, and it's like I've been busy, so I haven't been able to watch his stuff as much, and I like his streams a lot.
Got it. Attack at range and let's
I owe you one.
my optics.
I should advertise the charity stream, though, so I'll do that here in 1 second.
Get control of the battle. Shadow strike.
So you like knocking people around?
Side slash.
Starfall play.
Slide nice.
Start
Move
like
in and do
Buster.
some damage.
Block this.
Fire Carnival!
I'm landing some meaty hits here. Move in. Starfall Rondo.
I could use some health, honestly.
Enhanced aura activate.
Starfall play.
Your turn.
Honestly, I'll probably get rid of Chrome Armor here in a second, since it locks you in.
Split edge.
Still only using Chrome Armor, so it's not like it's fantastic or anything.
Fire carnival. Bullet storm.
That's some nice damage.
Side slash.
Split
Starfall
edge.
play.
And see, this is what happens with the bigger enemies. They're not hard,
Control of the battle.
usually. They just take a substantial amount of time,
Trick shells.
as we're seeing here.
Melee attacks.
Block this.
That put a dent in him. Move in and keep the rhythm
Missile
going.
volley. Fire
Side
carnival.
slash.
Astral Purge.
Hit him again for me!
Starfall play.
Leave it to me.
Good timing.
Destroy. Move in and strike.
Astral
Shield
Purge.
wall!
I owe you
Appreciate it.
one.
Punch also doesn't stream his off. Yeah, he's been busy, which is true.
Good.
But it's still... I mean, you're right. But I definitely still want to be there, though. I want to be there for all my friends.
Move in and do some damage.
The
Let me just finish this big bug, and we'll talk about the charity stream here for a minute. Because I do have the images, which Interceptor kindly made, easily available. So there's zero reason not to.
This one's got your name on it. Starfall Blade. Doing good.
I'm trying to lay into him anyway.
This one's got your name on it. Myopic screen.
Primer!
Split edge.
Still need a better knife.
That put a dent in him. Move
There
in
we
and
go.
keep the rhythm going.
Easy peasy.
That's better. Real life? Yeah. Yeah, I also don't have as much time to watch Twitch as I like.
Certainly
As I said, real life
so.
is
You need
both
focus.
wonderful and annoying.
No kidding. Anyway, let's meet up in the city after I submit my report. We can select a reward, and I'll finally
Big
get to those
stretch.
drinks.
Copy that. Be careful.
We have another mission to finish here first, Doug.
Meet you at the cafe. I'll call Lau too, so he can pony up as well.
It's a date.
Okay, so we are going to... Did Doug leave? Okay, so we do want to add... Just 1 second. We will actually get back to that. I just want to add... active members. That's right. You think that it would go under party, but no. No, it doesn't. Okay. At least you have some day streams. That's easier for me during naps. Well, I appreciate you being here during the naps. Gonna go pick up my dad now. Have a good rest of the stream. Sounds good, Lone. You make sure you have a good day and God bless. And thank you for being here. Enjoy your time with your dad. Yeah, as we see here, we have... Oh, you know, I can go grab... I'll give a little bit of a spoiler. Give me 30 seconds. Because they just came in today. So, give me 1 second. Bring them downstairs earlier, but hey Vinny. Hey Thorn. Oh. Yeah, as you can see here, the game's not at the pace we want. It's going to be on July 4th and 5th this year. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. each day because we are... It's hard to do a 24-hour charity stream now, especially when you have children. We will be doing karaoke one of the days before. We're not sure which one yet, but one of the days. It raises money for the Puppy Jake Foundation, which raises service animals for those in need, because honestly, they happen to need it. You can go to the puppyjakefoundation.org to find out more, and you can donate either directly on the charity page, Facebook page, that's the word I'm looking for, or Twitch does now let us donate directly to the Puppy Jake Foundation from there, or you can also donate to their website is the word I'm looking for. We do have incentives here. So we have every donor may choose one per donation, which is nice. There is one... Oh, hold on. Unless you guys are still here. And it is specifically Puppy Jake Foundation, not the Puppy Jake Foundation. Which is why I made sure to go ahead and fix that so that it was accounted for. Ooh, big stretch. I say big stretch and I don't stretch at all. Oh. Ooh, big stretchies. Big stretchies. I will say, Elle does need more clothing. I don't need to see your midriff. I thought you guys can see it at the moment. It's being covered up. But I still like Elle. I think Elle is a humorous character. Man, that's just sad. I guess I should. No, I guess I don't have to. I was gonna say, I guess I should say what was sad, but it's like, I don't really have. We'll just let it be for the time being. Okay, and I think that you all should be back. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it looks like you guys should be back, so we'll go ahead and continue on. As you can see, any donation, you can choose one thing for us. There is one that is tied behind a specific dollar amount, and that is a $100 donation. And admittedly, the main thing maybe we should consider is making it that there's a minimum of like $5. Not anything crazy, but maybe like a minimum for any of these might be a good idea is the only thing that I can think of. Because I didn't think about that until now. So as to go ahead and encourage donations, but not anything that is like crazy high. But aside from that, we also have a goal for every $100 we hit. For the first donation, we add a Donkey Kong Country game to the list. Then we have a Genesis Trash Hour. Pokemon trading card game guessing game, which we will see how easy it is to get product at the moment. I might have to dig into my personal stash, to be quite honest, and open something up from an older set, because it's kind of hard to get product at the moment, actually. So we'll go ahead and see how that is. I'm hoping by July I'll be able to get something. We'll see. I'm looking over now and trying to even figure out what I'd want to open from a set. And I think I have one thing I'd want to open from a set currently. So I'm trying to keep a couple products sealed, and we'll see when the time comes. We'll see. Not something to be concerned about currently. Then we have the Poke Card giveaway. Then we have so the question mark, this year it's going to be Game Boy Advance. And two of the games came in, Trash Hour. We got a Pirates of the Caribbean game. I don't know if you guys can, now you can. And That's So Raven. Pirates of the Caribbean was recommended by Father Evan. There was two Pirates of the Caribbean games, so we might pick up the second one, because I'm not sure which one he meant. And That's So Raven apparently is just really bad. So that'll be fun. Final Fantasy trading card game guessing game, which that should be fun too. I think we're going to be doing the Magic the Gathering ones for those, which that should be fun as well. We have a Poke Card giveaway, a Whiskey Infusion during rap, discuss top 10 anime lists, which I still need to keep finishing, at a Cat Cam, which that's one I forgot, pie, which I'll be bringing the pie. And then we get to go ahead and do another karaoke stream if we hit $1,000. And then we get a really big stretch goal for if we hit $10,000. So we're going ahead and having fun, and hopefully we'll see you all there. Where's my controller? Over there. Yeah. Oh, you can change who you control? I kind of forgot that. Okay. So I'd assume up there is where that is. But this might get us a level, which that would be good to say the least. I don't think we can... Oh, there we go. That's not too bad, actually. Pardon me.
It seems the sleeping dogs have risen.
This guy isn't too bad.
Get control of the battle. Sliding slinger.
No time for downtime. Much appreciation. All right,
Did it too soon? That's fine.
your turn.
Yeah. it's a good time, so I hope that to see everybody there.
Bullet storm.
That put a dent in him.
We'll probably wrap up here in about 40 minutes for a little bit of a shorter stream today. I'm feeling... I have not been getting enough sleep lately, so I'm still feeling tired. Shorter than I was expecting, admittedly. So I was hoping to go for at least 3 hours, but, you know, that happens sometimes. Oh. Well, it doesn't look like he targets at the very least, so that's good. I just hear stomping all of a sudden and get somewhat concerned. It's like, what is that? Okay, so the next one over here, so we'll go this direction. I would assume that it is up top. I could be wrong about that, but I would assume it's up top. We're looking to see... Maybe it's up there. Well, if we skip this one for the time being, it's okay. It's not great. But I'm fine with skipping it for the time being, at the very least. That doesn't look like that would attack me unless I attack it. We got that going for us. I think we just want to go north, basically. Hope that that next segment is easy. I'm kind of waiting till we get a Skell before we go for all of the...
Here they come.
probes. I definitely do want to get the ones we can along the way, but the Skell will make it easier, especially if once we get the flying ones. Well, I've never beat this game before. They do make it pretty obvious that flying ones are coming. Considering one of the first cutscenes you see with Doug and Lynn.
Move in and keep the rhythm going. So, have you picked out today's menu, Lynn?
Not yet. Depends if Tatsu can make it or not. If you know what I mean.
Press Tatsu doesn't protest more. Methinks the potato doth protest too much. So admittedly, if somebody was talking about eating me, I would also protest. So I you know, can't really blame Tatsu in this instance. I wish there was a way that they could have indicated above or below for, like, treasures. I would assume that one's above. But there's always the possibility it is below, so... Alright, my guess is we need to... Ah. There's one. Need to go up anyways, so... Kinda do want to see if I can get that treasure. Alright, should be able to. Alright, now we need to climb up this tree. Well, we're here. Is there another wreckage that we can recover over here? Or is that above us? It might be above us. Or below us. One of the two. Looks like it's above us, though. And now we need to go ahead and climb up this log. But it has been nice to stream again. I will be back tomorrow with Xenoblade Chronicles X. As I said, I'll probably stream a bit earlier in the day, say about 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock. That way I can go for a bike ride after and make it to daily mass with my son. I was going to bike today. I think I've said that already, but my body is just stiff today. Which isn't an excuse, truth be told. I probably could have pushed through it. Probably should have pushed through it, too. But since I'm not doing that, I am at least doing upper body exercises today. Sit-ups, weights, etc., which is better than nothing. I mean, that is better than nothing. But I just, nope. Not even gonna go anywhere near that, item now, because, like, you're... That was closer than I would have liked. There's the probe. Okay. And we will fight these guys because they are higher level, which means they'll be a little harder to fight, but they should actually give better experience too. So.
Open fire! Follow me! Of course! Appreciate it!
Now,
Missile
melee
volley!
attacks!
Fire carnival!
Fire carnival!
Our head is
spinning! Wild slash! Split edge! Now! Topple them with some gunfire!
Wow, smash!
That put a dent in him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Like, how much damage did that do? We really got to get a better dagger. What I'm realizing here.
Shadow strike. Nice.
Baby!
Move in and do
This is
some
hot.
damage. Side
Lock
slash.
this! Wild missile volley! Five, now! Topple them with some
There we
gunfire!
Okay, what is that over there? I mean, we have to go that way eventually anyway, so... Probably makes more sense for us to stay this direction for the time being, actually. But I did want to check the Collectopedia. I don't think we have anything new. Well, we might have something new for Noctillion, but I do want to check if we have anything new for here as well. Not currently, but Noctillion. A lot of that one. Don't have much else currently there. That's fine. I'm sure we'll get more later. It is always good to check because of the rewards you do happen to get for doing the Collectopedia, so... I'll fight you in a second. I am going to fight some higher level enemies, but I also just want to get the probe site down. The probe site makes life easier, so. I don't think we have, yeah, as I said, we don't have any way to connect currently, but at least we have a good fast travel point. That's good for us. Don't want to travel. Excuse me. Put some Onion Probe G2s. Seeing if we've really picked up anything else. Not currently. But I do want to go check the G2s. Nothing that can currently connect to one another, which that happens. If these, I think we just need this one, and I don't think we can get that one yet, which is unfortunate, because if we could connect a bunch of stuff, but that's something for a future time, obviously. I'd like to get some more probes. I haven't really gotten the ones that I want currently, but I'm sure we will eventually. Probably access that with a scale, but we don't have a scale yet. Still have quite a few chapters to go before we get a scale. Just because we are trying to do all the quests at the same time, which I don't know if that makes more sense or not, but it's what we're doing, so.
Random pack. Take it in close. We'll put a sock on them.
Shadow
Split
strike.
blade.
Shield wall!
Appreciate it.
Fire carnival!
Fire carnival.
Lightning slinger.
Bullet storm.
So I did see that they had to change a voice actor for this because he was less available. So I don't know if they redid all his lines or not, but that's something I am curious about.
Mindstorm. Appreciate it.
Lightning slinger.
Speaking of curious about, I am curious how well Xenoblade Chronicles X is going to sell overall. I hope it does sell well,
Move in and strike.
obviously.
Missile volley.
Ooh, level up, good. Good, good.
Blades looking pretty sharp.
Hulk Hogan character? Yeah, I think he got a new voice actor, so I was curious. Yeah. Because I was curious if they redid all his lines or just the new lines. Okay, just the new lines. That's what I was curious about. I'd be curious how egregious that would sound changing between the two, or if he sounds pretty close. So he sounds similar, so that's why I was curious. Punch was pretty jarred. That makes sense, because it's like, I was curious about that, because like, yeah, apparently he's, I don't know who voices him, but apparently he is a pretty big voice actor now, so I'm curious who he voices in more recent stuff, because admittedly, since, you know, it's been 8 years, I can definitely understand being unavailable for something that's just a couple new lines.
Defense is the best offense.
Melee attacks. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Leave it to me. Look at that. Follow up with now. Topple them with some gunfire.
Yeah, that was
My cooking got better.
I was curious about that, I guess. Yeah. Probably by the end of June is my hope, because now that it should be warmer, for the most part, during the mornings, my plan is to bike during the mornings, and then,
We saw this coming.
stream in the evening, which means I should have more time for streams, and we don't have KAMaximilianK for 6 weeks, which will also make it so that, oh, that's level 49. I didn't even notice until we walked over here. I do not wish to fight these. I just want to grab that, and that's it. But yeah, since KAMaximilianK's not going to be here, for 6 weeks, I honestly imagine I'll probably be streaming more. Probably even have some night streams. We'll see. He is going to be with his grandparents for 6 weeks, so that should be nice for him. I'm gonna miss him, honestly. Like, I typically miss him after a week. I would imagine that I will really miss him after 6 weeks. And I say that as he's been a little, I don't want to say problematic. He's a child. Problematic's not the right word. He's been a little more of a handful lately, because he's thinking that he knows better than everybody. He's not really wanting to listen as much, and that has been a little bit hard, and he's just kind of not wanting to listen, and it is, I hope he's starting to realize that that's blowing up in his face, because a lot of the stuff that he's saying he knows better than people is, he's getting proven wrong real quick. But I also just don't want to, obviously, destroy his self-confidence, but he also needs to realize that that is not an appropriate behavior for not just an 8-year-old, but for anybody.
Missile volley. Fire carnival.
Admittedly, I am pretty iron-headed myself sometimes, and I do not deny that. I do try to listen to other people, though, and not be thinking that I'm always the, he's had first community. He can be held responsible, and he is going to confession. He is going to confession. I will be taking him to confession tomorrow, in fact. He is actually asking to go to confession somewhat frequently, which I appreciate. He just is asking... The one downside of that is, he's only asking me. He's not asking his mom. And, I have no problem taking him to confession, but since I work Saturdays, it's pretty hard for me to get him to confession. Because while we have a lot of different choices, Saturday is still the most easily Saturday is still the easiest time to go to confession, as I'm sure it is for most people, truth be told. I go Wednesdays because there is a good time on Wednesdays shortly after work, which I am very grateful for, because if there was not, I'd find something, obviously, but the only downside is he is asking me and not his mom, and it's like, you buddy, you have to ask her too, because I cannot do it on Saturdays, unfortunately.
The battle.
Appreciate it. Wildfire Carnival.
Leave this to me.
And I asked her, because I was curious if he'd been asking her, so. As I don't think it's malicious. I think he's honestly just forgetting.
Lay down some cover fire.
Because he's 8, and it's easy to forget. And I don't deny that.
Slide nice. Move in and do some damage.
Baby, this is hot.
Shadow
Like
strike.
this.
Oh,
Right in the kisser. Now cripple them.
Leave this to me.
Missile volley.
but he is trying. He is asking his grandparents when he's been there. He's actually been asking confession before he even started going to communion. Slightly before then, but I still appreciate him asking, obviously. I think I have a better weapon now, too. He might feel more comfortable, too. Never know. That's true. Yeah, it's probably because Floofs does not go to confession nearly as often as I do. She at least goes once a year, which that's good. So maybe he just feels more comfortable asking me, which is a possibility. I wish she'd go a little more frequently than that, but I cannot obviously make her do that. Do we really not have a better knife? No. Okay, I guess, work on that then. Alright. Those are ray guns, which I am interested in. Just don't have, you know, access to that at the moment, so. Oh, I guess you could use the ray guns. Huh.
Did you
You-
actually?
You, the guy Howard mentioned, he said someone was bringing parts so we could get the heli up and running again. Okay, so we do have multiple parts, which is what I wanted to confirm, which is good. We'll register that in a second since we have 2. Yeah, Punts goes once a year. I try to go once a month. Should just build it into my routine each week. Yeah, I was gonna say, I try to go once a month at the very least. I typically go every other week. I think it's been 3 weeks for me, because I meant to last week. So the main reason I forgot last week, I typically help with faith formation on Wednesdays. And that's also why I would go on Wednesdays. Because since the faith formation is at the parish, it would be a real easy way for me to remember. I accidentally forgot last week, partially. Floofs also wanted me to help somebody move on Wednesday after work. So I did do that, because otherwise I think I would have remembered, honestly. Okay, yeah, these are perfect. Should be all we need to patch the main motor. But to be honest, I don't really know how to go about doing that. Like, do I connect this part to the red wire, or is it the blue one? Frankly, I could care less as long as it flies, but Howard would have a conviction fit if I said that in front of him. As he should. I actually just had another fight before you showed up. Jerk ended up chasing me out of the heli. Anyway, maybe you should take charge of these repairs. If I touch it and the thing crashes again, I'll never hear the end of it. But he wouldn't dare say anything to you. Well, he might not be saying much to anyone if you crash, right? Haha, little gallows humor there. It's a little grim. Not, like, I'm not disagreeing with her. She's right, but, oh, do we have to... Yeah. Wow! Wow! Wow. Oh, you don't even... Okay, never mind. I don't know. Hopefully I didn't just kill them. Yeah, we have a Friday afternoon, and I check candles on Friday so I can combine the trip most weeks. But sometimes I go to the mornings and don't want to make a... yeah, I get that. As I say, for you, it's farther away. For us, our parish is 7 minutes down the road. I was going to laugh if the copter blew up while you were jumping over. That would have been funny, honestly. Looks like you've wrapped up the repairs. I would have kind of liked that. Thought a few random parts in, we're back in the air. Who knew it would be that easy? Even the tail rotor's behaving. Thanks for the help. You're a helicopter repair expert and a damn sight tougher than Howard. Roscoe really outdid himself with you. I'll make sure he pays you once you're back in New LA. We'll meet back up when you first met him. Where you first met him, okay? We're just gonna go back to the city without another huge fight. They like each other, don't they? I was gonna laugh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I read that already. I can't read, or I read too much. Okay, so now we zoom in. Fly to here. Surprised it catches whistling, actually. Don't know if that's a good thing it catches whistling or not. I keep pressing the wrong button. I know that I have one new one, so I should go ahead and turn that in. Oh, I have a few new ones. That'll let us do that. Interesting that we got these pretty back-to-back. Lucky panels are always welcome. Honestly, it would really be funny if the copter could blow up just because you were jumping over it. Hold on, I want to talk to Howard. Remember your name, your hair. Flip shot work, and Lizzie antics are equally unforgettable. Work when the job demands it. They like each other. I'm waiting for you. Both Howard and Siska made it back safely. Cargo and Technolist, we made our delivery to Granada GG with time to spare. Can't begin to thank you enough. But forgive me. He'll be wanting thanks of a more practical nature, I expect. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, I understand. Despite the ordeal, Howard and Siska are still at each other's throats. I have no doubt they'll cause more trouble in the future. I'll keep you... Season 5 for now. I'll keep your contact information handy. I was about to say already? That was fast, but I was wrong, so... Okay. So now we go over here... Well... excuse me. We can do that one, eventually. We can do that one. We can do that one. Where is... Bottoms up? No. Yes, but we'll do that here in a second. Yeah, we got a lot of quests we can do. I'd like to go ahead and spend my points first, though. I think we're getting close to maxing out again, even with, Cam terminal. I don't actually want to engineer new gear. I was just seeing if there was... Oh, tracking that. Yeah, I mean, you can track the navigation panel. It's not something I'm super interested in, mind you. Admittedly, keeping that tracked for endgame items, not an awful idea. Just so we can go ahead and help ourselves out later. So I guess I will go ahead and track it. Can you track multiples or only one is my question. Oh, you can track multiples. Okay. So I definitely do want that. I can tell you that much. We have not found these yet. Okay. These might be better. Well, at least keep that for the time being. There might be other stuff I want, but whatever, it's fine. Scale frames. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I'm sad by it, but it's like, okay, you know what? Fine. Fine. I get it. Is there any level 60 gear here? Does not look like it. So, I do not tap into super civilian attire. Maybe. I do not need any of that. Thank you. What's the difference? Do I want to know? Probably not. Probably not. We're just gonna back out of that. Okay, so we could do that. I see. Interesting. We'll work on those eventually, since that uses Meridium as well. Right now... Let's upgrade the knife! Yeah! Nice, that makes sense! Nope. Right now I want to work on the AMs, though. I do want to go ahead and develop them until they cannot be developed any further. That is some armor, alright. The photon saber does look pretty cool. I will admit that entirely. The heavyware actually does look pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna dump the rest of what I have into here. Well, except for the 230. I'll keep the 230. Ah, jeez, I pressed the wrong button. There we go. And maybe I'll regret not dumping the 230 in there eventually. We'll see. I don't know. Okay, so we have that all marked now. I am curious. Okay, so... These are probably all from enemies and stuff, if I had to take a guess. So I don't think I can fight any of those. Well, I could fight them. What level is that? I'm curious about that. That's not too far into there. There's one over here, which is very far away. But for now, we'll focus back in over here. I think we have like another... Oh, we have 14 minutes. Oh, we got enough time to start another mission, but that's going to be mostly about it. Yeah.
Listen.
No! I do not wish to stay a while and listen. Excuse me.
Guess what?
What?
Heard?
No. Oh, there we go.
Hey,
Okay.
Wow.
Hey, Lynn, listen. I hear you covered for me on a job.
I did. And it was a ton of work, too.
Was it, though?
My bad.
Was it?
Look, how about I treat you to some tea to make up for it? I know a shop that sells the good stuff. Grown right here on Mira.
Wow, how exotic. Okay, you're forgiven.
wait, what? That's all it took?
Hey, maybe next time you won't try to bribe me with chocolates like some little kid.
Who doesn't like chocolate?
I agree with Doug. Who doesn't like chocolates?
Yeah, okay. I'm guessing you'll want more than a spot of tea, huh? Man, this is gonna get expensive.
Any word on the results of that plant analysis, Doug?
Nope, nothing yet.
Well, I hope it's nothing serious.
You're telling me.
Not to worry. Whatever happens, Tatsu is here.
Thank you, Tatsu.
Tatsu more than happy to help friends and other pathetic sad beings who need it.
Thank you, Tatsu. Very cool. Photon said, well, we can't use that currently, so... Segment in the administrative district has been upgraded? What do you mean? Oh, a storage probe. Not bad. Administrative district? What do you mean by that? Oh, there's another... Oh. Level 5. Okay. I wonder what they mean by updated. Interesting. Can't do that one. Can't do that one. That's too high. Oh, that's too high. I guess we could take a look at this. Wait, we haven't done level chapter 5 yet, have we? But we'll take a mosey, see if I'm right about that. I don't think we've done chapter 5 yet. Correct. Yes. Okay. We have done chapter 4 though.
Hey.
Oh, you actually do run through people, and that's fascinating.
Wait
More.
till you hear this. So listen. Listen.
Stay a while and listen.
Ow. What do you think?
Yeah, we can do this one. Okay, I mean, this is a fairly low-level one. I don't think it'd be very hard, so, you know.
Ah, Tatsu come at perfect time.
Oh, no, another one.
Friend of yours?
Definitely not friend. Tatsu far more handsome than Tora.
I totally can't tell these Nopon apart.
Tora is eternal nemesis of Tatsu.
Ah, so yeah, rivals.
Tatsu meet Tora here in New LA. Sparks fly from eyes in first second. In that moment, Tatsu know he would one day battle Tora for supreme Nopon supremacy.
The Golden Country?
Frenemies?
Eh? Anyway, Tora has been looking for Tatsu.
Is this new?
Tora
Is this
has
based off the
some
Tour of the Golden Country?
bit of news to share. Why
Some reason?
does Tora share hush-hush secret with Tatsu?
It's Torna anyways, isn't it? Never mind.
Tatsu owe Tora favor, of course. So, Nopon Caravan recently moved into Noctilem. And Tatsu not care about stupid Caravan. Oh no? Even if Caravan is Dodonga Caravan? What?
There, he's baiting us, isn't he? Great bait, mate.
Oh, will you stop pacing around already?
Yes, ma'am.
So what's the big deal about this Dodonga caravan?
Nopon are nomadic people, travel in caravans. Caravans are named after Nopon leaders.
I can't wait to bomb Dodongos.
So
Dodongas.
this is a caravan established by a Nopon named Dodonga?
Yes, Dodonga is great hero Pon who made even greater caravan.
But what's any of that got to do with you, Tatsu?
Papa!
Everything to do with Tatsu. Tatsu was born in Dodonga Caravan. Mama Pon still lived there.
Ah, Mama, Papa.
Mother's
Close
there.
enough.
Why haven't you gone to see her before this?
Caravan moves every few days. And Tatsu lose track of Dodonga Caravan after being captured. Tatsu could not go back for a visit even if Tatsu wanted to.
But now that you know where it is, are you...
Don't make me feel bad for Tatsu.
Now Tatsu is pillar of Blade community. If Tatsu leave, entire city could come crashing down.
Or maybe no one would notice.
Blech, mean Lindley is mean.
All right, you two. Let's go pay this caravan a visit.
She's also accurate, though.
It can be a goodwill tour of sorts.
Hey, yeah! I want to see where Tatsu comes from. Right? Imagine this, but way more of it.
I'm surprised Tatsu didn't say anything.
Somehow Tatsu
Oh, there we go.
feels not
I was gonna say, really?
excited.
He's just gonna accept it?
No, we're thrilled.
Okay then, Tatsu is ready. Ready to confront demons of past. Ready to face uncertain future. Ready to visit Mama Pon.
Ready to bomb the Dongos. Hey. I'm just grabbing a book. We're gonna go probably a little longer than I was expecting today, which is fine. We'll read some Paul of Tarsus before we finish. Yeah, I'll track that one. I am curious, though. I don't think... What level is this? I know we can only do one at a time. Oh, this one's inside? Interesting. 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 I kind of forget that they have these in here. That one's a no. Story mission? Not yet. that one's a possibility. Not right now, but hi, hi. I didn't see you were over here at first. I'm sorry. Did you want attention? Did you want to go bother Vinny? You wanted to go bother Vinny. Okay. That's not like you. Typically, Vinny is the one bothering you. I guess we got a lot of quests to do, though, before we get back to the main story, which is fine. I'm just, observing, I suppose. Yeah, so we can do that one, too. Still, should go ahead and set us up decently well. Oh, that's what they mean. Okay. Yeah. Not super interested in that. Some of these I'd be interested in, though. Is that? Yeah, no, I'm good. Very good. Is that the only one? Okay, I'm fine with that one, actually. That one amuses me. Doesn't look like there's... Okay, so... Well, we have plenty of affinity missions to do at the very least, so that's good. It is good, but it's also just, weird, in a sense, too. Weird word. Weird wood. Okay, so I think this is the new one? Yeah, so we can't do two, Trinity missions at the same time, but we can at least grab the other mission that just popped up. I'm surprised we didn't have this already.
Hello.
I have enough of an interest for the mission. Looked around, I'm not trying to recruit you into cult or anything. I'm just searching for a kindred spirit. I mean, I'm curious. I'll not deny that. Well, really? Oh my goodness. You're the first person who hasn't just dismissed me. My name is Sylvan, and I'm a botanist. Ever since we arrived in Mira, my lab has been blessed with one fantastical specimen after the next. Biodiversity here is simply dizzying. I may as well tear up that doctorate I had back on Earth and use it to wipe my floor. But really, this is great news. I've never seen such fertile ground for academic curiosity, even the leaves. Have you noticed the leaves? Most have these little... Am I rambling? I'm rambling. And you're bored. So sorry, let me get back to it. Get to the point, I like your assistance in my research. So I'm sure you know, there's a huge forest area to the northwest of NLA. We call it Noctilium. Plant life there is wholly unlike anything seen on Earth. The marshes even that might have... Okay. It'll be no simple matter, but I'm thinking someone like you should be able to handle it. One to experiment on, one to archive, and one to display. Fair enough. Alright. Thank you. So you need... Yep. Hopefully this is something that's easy to do, and that I already have. It is something that's easy to do, and I already have.
Is there hope?
We have plenty of it. That is good. That's easy experience, which I am all okay with. Astonishing. Yes, thank you. These are the fine samples, truly. I heard speculation about the specimen's unusual properties, but this... I must draw any conclusions before a proper investigation is completed. Hypothesis and evidence and so forth, yes? Yes. And yet, I think it's possible that this plant... The plant this was harvested from actually just outside all known Mirren ecological chains. Bizarre, but in the most delightful way. Life on this planet shocks me each and every day. Speaking of, I realize that's something of a surprise request, but might it be possible, and I really hope that it is, unless you're helping gather another set of samples of a different specimen? If you make another quest, so I get more experience. Water drains from those marshes you see form a river. That river is to their future homes. It cannot be overstated. Must be studied in minute detail for analysis of life and advance to the next stage. There's sample, test sample, display sample, training sample, okay, and a bonus sample for birthday present. Yes, that's 6 samples to total. Blah, blah, blah. Do I have them? No? Okay. Went the wrong way. Need it there. Okay, that's fine. Where's the other quest? Tots. Not that one. I'm looking for the other Tatsu quest currently. Is it in here? I don't know. Figure it out here later.
Guess.
Right now I want to go ahead and grab this item. Small container. There might be something for us to finish over there, but for the time being... Oh! Oh! Just blind. Alright, well. That's fine. Oh! I should have bought items. We should be able to use new armor. I'm going to make a quick travel back. That's unfortunate. I do kind of wish that you could just buy gear from wherever you wanted, and then I wouldn't be opposed if it, like, took a couple minutes to be delivered to you. That wouldn't be so bad instead of having to hop back to here so frequently. It's not the worst. It's like a slight inconvenience, and honestly, it's more my fault since I forgot to in the first place, so... I can't really be upset at the game for my own folly. Want to duck back in? That was getting pretty close, but I want more Doug. Are you girls done yet? No, you're close, but not there yet. Okay. We'll sell stuff later. Right now, I should get a different knife. Can you even equip ray guns? I guess. I mean, I can. I haven't really looked into them yet. I'll look into them later. I guess now that I can use them, I probably should look into them, but... I don't think I can do that. It's melee attack up 3, which would not be bad. It would be substantially better, honestly. I mean, whatever. I'll just do that, I guess. Purchase and equip. I definitely don't want another one. Thank you. I think you're fine. That would go down for you. Of course it would, because that's level 1. I should probably actually go to your level instead of, you know. Yeah, it looks like we already have. Okay, I could not remember. We should be good there. Like, the only thing I really want to check... I'm pretty sure we have a better Gatling gun than any... Or probably a yeah, warrior machine, so we're fine. However, armor, on the other hand... Pretty sure we just got the best set with 25. Yep, okay. Max HP up would not be bad. ZR. Potential boost, okay. Both of those would be good, actually. I think I do want my TP to go up. Range attack up, which isn't bad. I'd like my max HP to go up, however. And melee, well, range attack wouldn't be bad either. We'll go with this for the time being, though. That is something I'm more currently interested in. I don't even know what some of this stuff means, truth be told. Yeah, we'll go with this one for the time being. And for the next one, we probably will go with yeah, a little more TP wouldn't be bad. Gravity resistance will go down, but we'll just deal with that. And legs. I have no idea what reinvigorate does. I wish I could not like amazing. It's not bad, but it's like, that wouldn't be bad. Do I want... Let's see, where'd my HP be? I think our TP is fine. We'll go with this. Yeah, okay. We'll do HP for you next. Because you could do with some, Actually, we'll do this one next for you, and then we'll go ahead and do HP. Yeah, alright. Then I think HP would probably be better for you now, but I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm building two different ways, and that doesn't feel like that's the best, but... Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and just do a bunch of TP, because then that'll make it so you can do your TP abilities more frequently. Too far. Which is fair. You, on the other hand, have a lot of HP. It looks like we have this one for you, so okay. Oh, we can just... okay. We've been making this too hard. Yeah, I guess this is what we've been buying them, so okay. That is what we want. I wanted to change characters. Then, I think you actually get your first big upgrade now, buddy. So congratulations. We have spent a lot of money though. Which that isn't surprising, but it's like, oh, okay. What did I have? Probably would have been this then. I probably want that then. Okay. Either way, gravity resistance is going down. Sure. Probably not a bad idea. Yeah. Alright. Look goofy. Oh, we gotta make you guys not look so goofy later. Not right now. And now we are going over here. And I don't think any of this would require a super amount. Because it's not like we're going to go ahead and do anything hard. But it's like, you know, getting some better gear is not a poor decision. Okay. You're surrounded by level 38s here. That is... 38, level 37. It's going to attack... How do we even... It must not have been here at the time. Must have been like at night or something. Or we just walked around. Okay, fine. Okay, so that 37 does not look nice. Want to make sure that oh, if we already had one, that's great. If we needed more, okay, looks like we already had one. That's fine. Honestly, if I thought that we could help with that big boss fight that I just said earlier, I'd be interested in that, but I do not think we would currently help. I'm pretty sure that... Oh. Level 12, not worth my time. Level 37, I do want to fight, but I feel like we would still get the tar beat out of us real quickly. And I'm probably right about that. There's one. There's two, actually. Where's the other one? There was another one here. Maybe if we walk away from it, it'll show up again. Oh, there it is. I'm just blind. Good to know, good to know. There's another one. Are these birds on the list? No. Oh, that's right. You can see if they're on the list pretty easily, actually. Well, we're here. May as well help out.
Engaging. Lay down some fire.
Appreciate it. This one's got your name on it. Put up and scream. Fire carnival. Bullet storm.
Somehow I managed to get even tougher.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Oh, Doug leveled up. Nice.
Block this. Deep barrage.
Fire Carnival!
Early
We're in the area. We may as well help our team out at least a little bit.
That could have dented him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
I think that's the second time I've said that now.
Strike.
Probably won't be the last, truth be told.
Star Buster triple
Missile
boom.
volley.
That's Harrier stuff. Starball blade.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Can you stop stunning me, please?
Move.
Wild Death!
Primer.
Slit head. I'm in a good position.
Shooting's
Open
my
fire.
specialty.
Easy peasy.
Bam. Nice work, y'all.
Y'all. There's some more. Ah!
Get a load of this.
Bet I can
Engaging.
sit this cake
Lay down
long
some
now.
fire for me.
This one's got your name on
I
it.
mean, Doug, yeah, you could, but the main reason we're doing it is because of the, help the teams out.
Block this.
Oh, too soon. Way too soon.
Starball Rondo.
That time worked.
I'm doing good. Your turn to land again.
Alright, my wife hasn't noticed me back yet.
Fire Carnival!
Astral Purge.
Primer.
Slit head.
Shadow strike.
Appendage down!
Admittedly, I am kind of curious about the photon launchers too, so
Can't move.
probably will look into those eventually.
Missile volley. Don't forget about the rest. Take the fight to them.
I was gonna lay into him
Fire
anyway.
carnival!
Early
Way
bird.
up and scream! Bullet
That
storm!
will detonate. Move
Leave
in
it
and
to
keep the
me.
rhythm going.
Start with the appendage and cripple him further.
Shadow
That's
strike.
Harrier stuff.
We finish off all the, no, not yet. There's a little bit more. They're up there. I'm down here. I don't want. I probably will in a second, though, just because it would be... Once again, there's no reason not to help the team. I'll be honest, if this had been a secondary quest, I wouldn't have minded it as much. I think I've said that already, too, but... No, level 37? I don't think we can take those. I don't think it would be advisable for us to take those, I should say. So we will not attempt them. But we at least helped the group a little bit, so that's good. Help with the insectoids. Isn't that right, Vinny? There's one. Is this the last one? Might be. We'll see. The 6. It is. Okay, we're out of here. No, we're not. Forgot about Tatsu. That means I should probably go ahead and track Tatsu's, but I guess we're not. I am really glad to be playing this game again, though. It is a lot of fun. How much you want to bet the caravan's under attack when we get there? I'm pretty sure we fought... I wish that they would give you, like, a check mark if you fought one of these guys before. That would be very beneficial. I'm pretty sure we have. Not like it's the worst thing in the world, but it's like, you know, that one little benefit would be, well, beneficial. I don't really know how else to say it. Hold on, let's see if we can fight these guys out here, or if they are too high of level. 48! No! I mean, it's what I expected, but it's always at least good to check. I don't remember if these little egg things were here last time. I don't think they were. So it is interesting how an environment can change in the game, and I do appreciate that. I do think it's very neat, very cool. It makes sense that it can, but it's still very cool. Oh.
This bring back memories. Tatsu finally back in the Donga caravan, where it all began.
Is that Tatsu?
Tatsu? No. Tatsu was eaten alive by Prone.
Yes.
Danapon.
It's
Oh.
Danapon!
Danapon, cook dinner.
Oh, Tatsu's a deadbeat dad.
Presents?
Unlike with Riki, who actually went out so as to afford for his
Are you
kids.
telling me you're actually just some middle-aged deadbeat?
Yes.
Friends misunderstand. Tatsu's still sweet Nopon boy of 13.
Hush, little Pon. That is not your dad.
Okay, fine.
That is your brother Pon.
Okay, fine. I'll accept it.
Nopon.
That's Tatsu's mom?
Yes, Coco, Mama Pon of
But it would have been
Tatsu.
funnier.
Well, I suppose you'd better introduce us.
May as well talk to all of them. Get them in the book.
Yahoo!
Tatsu, Jitsu. Well, it's interesting that a lot of them are named Sue, but not the mom. I assume we can't talk to you. That's correct.
Coco never dreamed for a minute that Tatsu's still alive.
Tatsu also gave up hope when he was dragged off by Nasty Prone. But then, new friends saved Tatsu.
Oh, where are Coco's manners? Coco is very pleased to meet Tatsu's hero pawn friends.
The pleasure is ours, Coco. I'm Elma, a friend of your son's.
And I'm Lynn. Nice to meet ya.
I'll be nice in this instance.
Oh, friend of Tatsu is so charming and obviously smart.
Well, no puns are... I like no puns in Xenoblade Chronicles 1,
Caravan scattered to
but they
four
definitely
winds
seem
after
to get a
attack.
little bit flanderized each subsequent time they've been here. I know there was one no pun in Xenoblade Chronicles 3 that actually seems like they were trying to do a reverse flanderization,
Glad you
which I
made it back,
appreciated.
Tatsu.
Thank you, Lindley. Oh, Tatsu is now 13 years old, Mama Pan. That means he is full-grown Nopan. And now Tatsu is ready to accept glasses Mama Pan says she hold until he turned 13.
Oh, do you get different glasses?
Right.
They're broken.
Those.
They're broken.
Are they special in some way?
Dedapons.
Very. Dadapan wear glasses when he was young, Nopan. Tatsu inherited glasses, but promised not to wear them until all grown up.
Where's your father now?
Tatsu, not
Dedapon.
talk about it.
Oh, sorry.
Coco sorry too, Tatsu. Coco was sure Tatsu was gobbled up. So Coco hurled glasses into sea. Is old Nopan tradition. Loved one entrusts item to sea, so it can float to absent Nopan.
But those glasses special. Glasses are only thing Tatsu have to remember Dadapan.
Like this if you cry every time. I don't mind helping.
That's right. If she threw them in the ocean, they probably washed up somewhere.
Hey, Lindley, right. All hope not lost just yet.
Ms. Coco, would you show me where you threw the glasses? I'll see if I can track the current.
Of course!
But of
We
course.
should be right about... here.
That's not far from NLA.
Tatsu go there right away.
That rhymed. Oh, new LA? We might even be able to do this, Oh, I mean, we can do this quest pretty easily then. Alright. Frontier nav. Got a new storage probe. I'm thinking, oh yeah, may as well. Well. That'll help. Not the mining probe, but we do want the research probe. Now, is that going to make a change? That's what I thought. Okay, that's understandable. That's fair. I would like some more research probe 1, because I would like to get some more money. Money. Which that's good at the very least. We got that going for us. That'll help us make some money. If I knew where to get more probes, that'd be great. Because we got all these, which is, I mean, don't get me wrong. Getting the mining is fantastic, but I also need money. Cash. Moolah. All this stuff to explore, but we'll get there eventually. I guess we'll go to New LA for the time being. It's right here, so hopefully this is actually a pretty easy grab. We can turn this in, do the other quest, and then we'll end it there for the day. And then we'll do more tomorrow, because it'll probably get us pretty close to level 26 if that's the wrong button. Try to take a guess. I do want to check the arts, though. It's been a little bit of time. Rank 4, so not super high. I mean, that's not... You know, that's actually not awful. Better than that one, at least. That doesn't do a lot of HP recovery, though. It restores HP, but it doesn't say by how much. I guess it does. 210. Not a lot. Yeah, I think I do want... Wow, that's expensive. Maybe I don't. That I might do. Cooldown... Yeah, okay. Scaling... Yeah, okay. We'll do that one at the very least. Well... How much does that raise the, Okay. Makes it last longer, too, which does make it better. Enhance the M3, then... Okay. Alright. I mean, I was just curious what it would level up into, but that's fine. You aren't going to get any new skills, so it's like I can go ahead and just shove stuff here where I want. You alright? Oh, you don't even use that one. That was silly of me. Oh well, whatever. Subterfuge. Does that do damage though? That's what I'm curious about. We'll look more into that later. I would like to see if we can easily grab these glasses. We have to kill this level 6. Oh, probably had to kill something. Or it's just a long search. Okay.
No luck.
Same here.
Ah! Nasty beastie have that upon glasses and dirty mouth!
Are you sure?
Yes, Tatsu's super sure.
Are you sure? Sure? I know you said super sure,
It's
but...
headed for the base of the falls.
Let's move.
I guess I should check the... Oh. Alright, we'll go there first. So that's a bit closer. Oh, we could fight the level 31. That would be fine. I would not mind that. We're finally getting up to levels where I would feel comfortable with fighting these enemies. But not in the water, because you can't fight in the water, so... I don't even think we can go up the water. Well, hold on. Might be able to... access it from over here, now that I'm looking at it. That looks like that'll be correct, yeah. Hey, that guy's in chapter 12. Lucky him. Not that I'm disenjoying my time with the game, mind you. It's just like, I would like to see what the other chapters hold. But, I mean, it's also my fault for doing the Affinity missions. But I want the experience, the items. I want the loot. Loot, loot. It also helps make it so the later missions are easier.
Sure, you can do this the hard way.
Grab the glasses, scumbag.
It's time to attack. Appreciate it. Shadow strike.
Slit and starfall blade! Missile
Slide
bolt!
knife. That'll do some
Fire
damage.
carnival!
Side blast. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
That was your wrong choice, buddy.
Yay! Tatsu got them back!
I'm really happy for you.
Coco will be thrilled to hear it. Let's
No,
go
let's
share the
just
news.
pretend that the quest is done so we don't have to go back and backtrack to an area I don't really want to backtrack to. I mean, it's not the worst because we can easily, you know, teleport there, but it's like, no, I'm good. Just call her on video phone or something. I know they probably don't have one, but it's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. And it really isn't that bad. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, eh, that's a slight annoyance. Ooh. Might be up above. Yeah, my guess is we have to go this way, which means we need a scale for that. We do not currently have a scale, so cannot access that. Total 10s aren't scaly. Yeah, I think with a scale we could access that over there, but we just don't have one, so that's fine. Back to here we go for a brief second. Dang it, Tatsu making us waste more time. Not a super amount, though. I'm pretty sure we're right next to, Ow! You're this air, aren't you? Okay. That makes sense. I was gonna say, why can't I see it? Okay. That makes sense why they were closer than I was expecting. Because they're in the air, so you can't actually fight them currently.
That's a big problem.
It's not easily fight them. Like, we're getting closer to being able to fight them with our levels, but I don't even... We might level up once more tonight? We'll see. Or today. Tonight in game, so... I am curious if they did actually take away my yardway spin today. They didn't last week. They've been pretty bad about it lately, so we'll see.
Unbelievable! Tatsu really find glasses!
Is Mama Pan proud of Tatsu?
Mama Pan is proud that Tatsu have wonderful friends to help.
There's no fooling her.
I was gonna say, at least she knew.
Come on, Tatsu. Try on glasses.
Right.
I am curious if they look different, or if they're going to be the exact same. Yeah, okay, listen.
Well, glasses give Tatsu refined and mature look, right?
Ah, Coco reminded of Hubby Pan when he was young. Tatsu looks just like Nopan that Coco first fall in love with.
Those are your memento of your father?
Memento? Not even funny, Linley. Linley make it sound like Tatsu Dadapan already kicked bucket.
Wait, he's alive? Sorry, I thought...
So where is your father then?
Hubby Pan chosen as Hero Pan of Legend for this year.
Right! Ancient Nopan tradition says Hero Pan of Legend go off to fight wicked gods. This year was turn of Dadapan.
I'm not sure it's a good idea to pick heroes based on turns.
Still, it's quite the honor.
Honor is less important than paycheck. Hubby Pan better slay few dozen gods if he plans to feed many children. He have until end of year to rack up bonus and cover expenses.
Oh, come on.
Women. For any women in chat, I just meant that as a joke. Please don't hate me.
Take good care of Tatsu, friends.
It just kind of worked really
You
well
sure
there.
you don't want to stay with your family?
Friends not need Tatsu anymore?
Yeah, actually, we never really...
What did Linley say?
Nothing.
Blade is true home of Tatsu now. Besides, now Tatsu can come back and visit Caravan anytime.
This is true.
Just remember, Tatsu is next in line to be Caravan leader. Work hard with nice friends and become Nopan worthy of title.
He's going to lead you?
Did Coco forget to mention? Present leader of Dodonga Caravan is Coco.
What?
Okay.
So one day, Tatsu will follow in footsteps of Mama Pan. Then Tatsu will be most important Nopan in Caravan.
This is legendary Nopan spice. Coco want friends to have it.
Really? Gee, thanks!
Okay, Mama Pan. Tatsu leaving, but we'll visit again soon.
Mama Pan will be waiting.
Alright. That's a decent amount of experience, though. How'd I leave the squad? Whatever. I'm not gonna reconnect because I am planning to stop here in a minute. Basically, as soon as I turn in this quest, we got another affinity mission. Dog. Oh, we got the one. But we have to have the dog. We can't do his affinity mission. Can't do his heart to heart without our dog. Or our trusty pet dog. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but here we are. Anyways, moving on. That has to be accepted at nighttime. If we have time, we'll accept that real quickly. We won't do it currently. We'll accept it just so we can have it ready for next time. And then we'll do it tomorrow. But this might level us up to 26. I don't know. We'll see. Probably be pretty close. That's the wrong button. Good job. No, it won't be anywhere close. Okay. Well, that's alright. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, this really should have been 2 quests, honestly. It's fine. Alright, let's grab this one while I have the chance. I think. Yeah, okay. Probably levels 19, which we've been at for a while. The real person?
Hey, give me another.
Okay. So we get another. That looks like spam. That is in fact spam. Go away. Hey, pardon me, Trizonia, how are you doing?
Guess I'm on a
Thank you for the follow earlier, by the way. Well, that seems fine.
Hey! Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Wouldn't be here if you weren't, right? Perfect. Let's drink. I'm buying.
I'm not underage, but I don't feel like a drink at the moment.
What? Too good to drink my booze? Nobody likes a wet blanket. Come on, live a little. Let's party the night away. Oh man, good times, the best. I didn't think we'd actually go till dawn. Right then.
Oh, I appreciate that, Trizonia. Yeah, I was gonna say we have quite a lot of them. Is what I'm trying to say. Oh, sorry, breathing there for a second. I was gonna say I need to get this updated. It is a little bit it's a lot out of date, actually. But yeah, I was gonna say, all those on there should be... Oh gosh, that's a longer list than I remember. That's a very longer list than I remembered. But, I was gonna say, we do have quite a... Yeah, I was gonna say, that was more than I was expecting. I thought I had those split into 2 different lists instead of 1. I apologize for the, dump there, but I do go ahead and try to advertise all the streamers that I happen to know of. I think I'm actually missing a few of them. I haven't seen Nate stream in a while. P-Tony does stream. He doesn't use P-Tony but different anymore. He just uses it all from P-Tony. And Joyful is no longer under the name Joyful, so that will not work anymore. So say he changed it to late to the game, so that's fair. Yeah, I was gonna say, I just figured since you were mentioning that, it's like, you know, it would probably be a good idea for me to go ahead and sure, there we go.
I'm on duty.
I've been stumbling over my words for some reason.
What? You look surprised. Anyway, guess I never introduced myself. The name's Fry. The rest of the
Philip J.
Insiders call me the Killer Ostrich. Worst nickname ever, right? Well, I love it. I'm always taking the dangerous jobs nobody else will touch with a 10-foot pole. Hence the
That's fair. I
nickname.
appreciate that, Trezanya. I was gonna say, who tipped you out of curiosity? You don't have to tell if you don't want to. I was just curious. So I'll just have to remember to tip them for the next person that
Seeing as we're old pals and all that.
asked. I got there eventually. As I said, I'm just stumbling with my words today. I've been streaming for like 5, almost 6 years now, and I seem to keep struggling. I seem to keep struggling with my words, and I don't know why. Oh, Scruffy said to pet. I did pet the cat. We pet the cat earlier. But yeah, we'll help with the quest.
Good energy. I like you. Let's you and me knock this baby out of the park.
Later, because we were going to wrap up.
Today's mission is critter cleanup on.
Oh, it's P-Tony. P-Tony's the sweet guy. I like P-Tony.
There's a lot of them, though. It'd be a hassle to explain it all, so just check your comm device later, okay? We'll take them out in the order they're listed.
Not bad money, not bad experience, so we can go ahead and do that. The only thing, I wish you could do multiple affinity missions at the same time. At least 2 or 3. We have to have Fry in the party. Yeah, we have to have Fry in the party, which means we have to move Doug. Slightly unfortunate, but we'll live.
Listen,
Oh, but she's maxed out now, so we can swap her out. Okay. You're still not yet. We can put Doug back in. Welcome back, Doug. But yeah, I think that's where we... I was actually just about to wrap up, but before we were ending, I was going to read some from Paul of Tarsus, because I try to start stream with the daily readings for today, and then I try to end stream with Catholic theology or Catholic readings. We're almost done with Paul of Tarsus, like 60 pages out, which I know sounds like a lot, but when you typically... I swap back between... As of the moment, I should say, I'm swapping between Paul of Tarsus as well as the Catechism, and let's see, this book ends on page 540, I think it was? Close, 537. We're at 474, so when you swap between the two, it takes a little bit of time. But we've gone ahead and done... I will be back tomorrow, which is not typical for me, admittedly. I typically work Wednesdays. I have tomorrow off, so I will be streaming tomorrow, probably from about 8 to 12, because I typically go for bike rides on my days off, and today my body was just feeling off. I'm still going to do my upper body exercises, but I was planning to do 40 miles. So I figured I'd do exercise still, but a little bit less than I was planning. But I like biking quite a bit. Ugh. It's important to never forget God during the day, invoke him in everything we do. Agreed. As I say, it's important to never forget God, period. But I knew what you meant. What am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yes, I agree. Yes, let's go ahead and we'll read 3 pages today. Only just because we just started another chapter. Yeah, so we're at 6. Oh. 6 pages is what I was trying to say. We're on chapter 56. And this chapter is called In Prison for Christ. And let's get out of the menu, because I think we can have a little bit of background music while we're reading. Like right now, for example, just thanking him for being here. I'm able to enjoy and relax in the stream, which is awesome. Yes, and I agree with that. That is honestly something that is easy to forget to do. Not that we should forget to do it, but it's honestly too easy to forget that we should be thanking God at all times. And it's something that I'm definitely working on myself, because it's like, a lot of the time people, myself included, will typically only reach out to God when they need something. Not when they need something, but, I mean, while that's true, what I more so mean is when something bad is going on in their lives. But you're absolutely right, we should reach out to God at all times, and I absolutely agree with that. 1 second, I got a cough. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's go ahead. Might be out of water. I am, in fact, out of water. It is easy to forget God when we have it too well, too, and that's true. That's why I definitely try to... I definitely try to never forget. Because you're right, it's... As a race, we're fickle. We really are. But God knows that, and that's why God gives us, like, the sacraments of confession, or any way that we could go ahead and reach out to him and always strive to be closer to him. So I'm very grateful for that, honestly, because it's like, you're right. It's kind of a fine balance. And we have to remember that. Okay. Let's go ahead and read from chapter 56, though. In prison... Hey, thanks for the bits. I appreciate that, Trizonia. That's very much so appreciated. Alright, chapter 56, In Prison for Christ. But yes, I do really appreciate that. Thank you. In Rome at the time, only 3 classes of people felt any kind of security or enjoyed any well-being. The rich classes, the so-called clients who were fed by their rich patrons, and the dark figures who came from the Orient. If a man had any desire for recollection and quiet, he found Rome a terrible place. At that time, there was little of that breathtaking beauty, which Rome acquired later, which the poet Fulgentius praised. How beautiful is the heavenly Jerusalem, when Rome here on earth is radiant with so much glory. In the business section... Pardon me. I'm misreading that. In the business sections of the city, living quarters were very uncomfortable and unhealthy because of the narrowness of the streets, the lack of ventilation, the evil smells of garbage which was thrown into the streets. Besides, there was always great danger of fire, because the Tiber was a sacred thing. A god, in fact. It could not be regulated, and its floods caused frequent epidemics. The houses were high and poorly built. Marshall tells of a man who had to climb 200 steps to reach his room. The noise in the streets was almost unbearable. Even the wealthy Seneca, in a long letter, complained about the street noises at night from about 7 o'clock in the evening until sunrise. Heavy freight vehicles rumbled over the rough streets, and during the day, Syrian musicians and begging priests of Isis and Cybele, clanging their raucous brass instruments and castanets, went up and down the streets. Poor renters had to be content with the rooms on the street side, while the wealthier owner occupied the inside rooms around the peristyle. Certainly life in a rented room facing the noisy street through the hot Roman summer was no small hardship for Paul. On the wall of his chamber hung the chain, the symbol of his imprisonment. He was permitted to go out and to receive visits during the day, but as soon as night came on, the moment he ventured from his room, the chain was placed on his wrist and attached to his guard who walked behind him. It was no trifling thing never to be allowed to be alone, not even for one moment. It's hard to say which is the greater trial, to be always alone, or to be never alone. Dostoevsky, who during many years of imprisonment in Siberia shared a room with another convict, described it as one of the most maddening trials, that he was never permitted to be alone with himself and his thoughts. Everyone came to talk to Paul, when the delegates came from the various churches, and when his friends came. The guard was always present, and sometimes these frumentarii were coarse, uncultured mercenaries, who may have vented their ill will on Paul. The royal Prince Herod Agrippa I, who during his youth was a prisoner in Rome, was forced to pay a large sum of money in order to have respectable men as his guards. A bad feature of the imprisonment was that the guard was changed every day. But Paul saw an advantage in this arrangement. It gave him an opportunity to meet more men in the Praetorian Guard. Sometimes, Paul probably went with the guard to the barracks to make the change. And the guards came to know Paul. He was the most remarkable prisoner they had ever met. Some of the guards came to like their prisoner and enjoyed talking with a man who had traveled all over the world. None of these men went away from Paul without feeling that he was a better man, that his thoughts had been given a better turn, for Paul, like Socrates, was able to tune the mood of others to his own. Back in the barracks, the guards talked about this unusual prisoner and his interesting religion, and perhaps some of them, listening to his impassioned appeals in his room, fell to their knees and cried, Credo. Paul wrote to the Philippians, The things which have happened to me have fallen out rather to the furtherance of the gospel, so that my bands are made manifest in Christ and all the court. But a man who has sown the seeds of love and kindness as generously as Paul did is never alone. His disciples were always with him. He was that kind of man whom the Stoics described as a wise man, an artist in making friends. Like Socrates, he had his friends near him, even in prison. Two of his friends were engaged at this time in a work of great significance for the New Testament. Luke and Mark. The former, the evangelist of Paul. The latter, Peter's evangelist. Peter seems not to have been in Rome at this time, and Mark was probably designated to represent him. Relying on the oral preaching of Peter, Mark had already written his gospel for the Roman Christians. Again and again, he had heard from Peter the same narratives of Christ's life and teachings, so they had taken a definite form in his mind and had been impressed on his memory. And Luke was able to make use of Mark's material in the composition of the gospel. They had begun in Caesarea. Often these two men, Luke and Mark, sat together in Paul's cell, conferring about the new gospel, which was to complement the other two. The fundamental theme of Luke's gospel, the concept of Jesus' life as the masterpiece of divine love in condescension, is clearly a result of Paul's influence. But Luke's charming individuality is not suppressed. It appears in beautiful harmony with the Pauline imprint, depicting Jesus as the heavenly physician of soul and body. Luke's gospel was intended as a farewell gift and as a permanent reminder of Paul's spirit for the Pauline Gentile Christian churches, and it may have been published to the world even before the end of the first Roman imprisonment. That is where we'll end it for today. Said tomorrow we will be... Paul is such a base person, agreed. We will be back tomorrow with Catechism. I had to think about that for a second. I was blanking real hard for a second there. And I think we'll raid into KAMaximilianK, who I'm somehow not following. It looks like P-Tony raided into him earlier. We're going to raid into him. He is a Catholic VTuber. I believe that he is married to another Catholic VTuber. Almost positive on that, actually. And KAMaximilianK is a pretty good guy. We've seen him in P-Tony's chat a couple times. Frequently, actually. I would imagine we'll see KAMaximilianK tonight, actually, in P-Tony's chat, because P-Tony is part of a podcast series where he discusses Catholicism with a Protestant, and I am streaming tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, so I'll wrap up around there because I need to get out for a bike ride tomorrow. As I said, I meant to today, but I just have not been fully feeling it today, so we are going to go ahead and raid on over to KAMaximilianK. As I said, I'm not following him. I don't know how. I'm going to fix that, though, right now. We might just need a search for KAMaximilianK. I'm going to go ahead and raid on over to him. I don't know how we haven't been. It's 3 in the morning for me? Oh, well, I was going to say, so, later in, let's say, thanks for the bid, Trizaudio, I appreciate that. It will be, so, once we get further into the summer, it'll be, you'll probably be able to catch me more easily. During the summer, I typically bike in the morning and stream in the evening, or afternoon, I should say. But it's kind of been weird at the moment. So I was expecting warmer in the morning. It hasn't really been warm yet here, but I think that basically changes Wednesday. So it will be warmer in the morning, so I can get out for my morning bike rides and then stream in the afternoon. So I do like streaming in the afternoon. I think it works better, and also because then it doesn't have to be super hot during the day for my bike rides. But yeah, so that should change here basically next week if I had to take a guess. But yeah, all right, we will actually go ahead and raid. You know, I could have actually pressed start raid for KAMaximilianK. We'll go ahead and do that now. And then we will be back tomorrow, as I said. From there, we will go ahead and see you guys tomorrow. You make sure that you all happen to have a wonderful day. God bless. Remember that God loves each and every one of you. Go and sin no more. Pax Bonum. Thanks for being here, everybody. God bless.